listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
What are we doing here?
We're about to get sued.
We're about to get
I was
pulled.
working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight.
Is this the
For my monster
German
from his
techno?
slab began to rise, and
Techno mix
suddenly, to my surprise,
Is this like
he
Creative
did the
Commons?
monster
Yes.
Are you
mash.
sure?
It was a
Did you mix this
graveyard
yourself?
smash.
No, I did not.
Definitely not. This sounds like a professional mix.
Yeah. Sounds like it looks like it was made by some guy named Ray Mendez. Good job, Ray.
It's our Halloween episode.
Even though by the time our listeners listen to this, it'll be after Halloween.
Yeah, but it's before Halloween right now.
This is
Halloween is tomorrow.
This is Hallow's Eve. Halloween's Eve.
Yeah, we are recording the day before Halloween. So you will listen to this
Well after Halloween.
2 days after Halloween.
Yeah,
So,
so
by-
it'll be during Christmas season.
Yeah, by the time
No,
yeah.
Thanksgiving season.
No, there is no Thanksgiving season.
What?
It goes from Halloween
Yeah.
to Christmas.
Once October ends, you get full swing into Christmas
Yep.
music.
Yep. Start buying that eggnog. Start putting up your lights.
Thanksgiving is just a pre-Christmas.
Yeah.
Pre-Christmas.
Yeah. It's just a practice run.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody fucking decorates for Thanksgiving.
People do.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, those people are the same people that take a 23andMe test to prove that their family is straight from Europe. They want everybody to know that they are 100% pilgrims.
Those are the ones that pay for ancestry monthly.
Oh, yeah.
What's that family tree one?
They
Ancestry.com.
Yeah. They want to prove that they ain't got no ethnic in
Yeah.
them.
Because is that the one that you gotta like it'll give you like barely anything for free, but like if you subscribe,
Shit.
like then they'll give you like a more in depth.
Ah, okay, yeah. That shows your family history, right?
So those are the people that pay for the subscription.
I wondered
I bet you those are the same people that pay for music too.
probably. I wonder if what's their refund policy on Ancestry.com.
I don't think it exists.
But what if like you get super excited, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to Ancestry,
And then you find out that there's some ethnic in you.
there's some ethnic, and not only that,
You don't like it.
you don't like it, or you find out that one of your great grandfather is a damn illegal.
Damn.
You might find out that
This proves your whole like family tree.
yeah, you realize that you're not pure, or other things. It doesn't have to be race related. What if you find out that you're related to Ted Bundy?
Yeah, that would be rough.
Yeah.
Like that one guy that was on the History Channel. He was the great grandson of H.H. Holmes,
Ooh, for those who don't know, he is
the first American serial killer.
first American serial killer.
But he's American though, right?
He is.
Yes,
Then that's
he
all
is.
that matters.
Fun fact: I read the book about him called "Devil in the White City."
Oh, where's
Because
the White
I
City?
am very learned.
Where's the White City?
The White City. So this all took place. Not only is it a book about the serial killer H.G. Holmes, it is.
H.H.
I've read the book.
Obviously, you didn't.
I've read the
carefully.
fucking. I've read the literature, bro, on it. I think I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Can I
Okay,
continue?
go ahead.
Is that allowed?
Yes,
Are you going to interrupt me again?
possibly.
If you're wrong,
I've read the literature. He's always wrong. He's wrong.
so just because
Tony, fact check us. So what his name is? H.G. or H.H.?
All right, let's find out.
Or are we both wrong? It's just like H.
probably like HP.
H.P. Holmes.
It probably is H.H. Holmes.
Maybe it's H.W. Holmes.
I was talking about H.G. Holmes, the guy who directed
H-
the H.G. company.
Okay, to settle the dispute, H.
There was no dispute.
Holmes.
I wasn't disputing. I was just saying I've read
No, you
I'll-
weren't disputing because you were wrong. Obviously, there's nothing for you to dispute.
I wasn't
'Cause
disputing
you were
it
wrong.
because
Yeah, there's nothing for you
I
to
think
dispute.
it's rude that Junkyard would just interrupt me like
I
that.
mean, correct you.
No, he was interrupting.
But you were wrong.
He could have waited till after I was done. He could have done it, waited till after I was
actually-
in private.
actually-
in private, away from
So
prying ears.
So you prefer that he let you make an ass of yourself for as long as you were going to talk about that,
yes.
instead of telling you right up front, "Hey, man, you're wrong," before you make an ass of yourself.
Our president. Our president. Do you think his aides stop him mid speech and say, "Sir, that's not right. That might not be factual."
That might not be even close to factual,
Yeah, so
sir.
why would you do that to me?
You're right, Bob. That's my mistake.
Because I may not be the commander in chief, but I'm the leader of this podcast.
you are neither of those two?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Well,
I am.
this podcast was his idea.
I'm the leader of it.
This podcast was his idea.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
There's a
make
ranking system here. I definitely would be number one. Number uno.
So we're going by weight.
Tony comes in.
Oh, get him off you, bro.
You're third because you're going by the amount of hair follicles on your head. Junkyard comes in third,
What?
but you're a strong third. You get it strong like
Well, third if we go by order of spine.
yeah. No, he'd be first. No, wait, you're right.
By-
You're right.
If it was lack thereof, yeah, he'd be first.
You're a strong, sturdy bronze. Nothing to be ashamed of. Anyways, what were we talking about?
H.H. Holmes.
Oh,
Devil
yeah,
in the
I read
White
a book
City.
about him.
H.G. Holmes.
H.G. Holmes. So the book Devil in the White City is a book not written only about the serial killer, but they write about the time it took place,
Yep.
which was in 1893, I believe,
It was during the World's Fair,
during
the Columbian Exposition
Columbian Exposition. So
here in Chicago.
it was between New York and Chicago, and the city of Chicago bid, and they made a argument enough that the nation would host the World's Expedition here.
Exposition.
Exposition.
This is going great.
In the city, and they built a lot of great architecture.
Yeah, temporary.
Yeah, temporary, because if you go to where it was now,
There's nothing.
doesn't look like it. It's a lot of liquor stores and then vacant lots.
Are any of those liquor stores advertising slots?
Probably.
Because that's
yeah.
how you know if it's good.
It's an interesting book. It's cool if you like serial killers, and also as a Chicagoan, it was nice to learn about the history of the city.
Speaking of serial killers, Making a Murderer season 2 is on Netflix.
Have you watched it? Have you started watching it yet?
Yes, I did.
Did you finish it?
No, because I can only watch it in small doses
Because you cry?
because it gets my blood going.
Oh.
Grinds my gears.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm like, I'm finishing Daredevil season 3.
Am I
know.
am I in the circle of confidence?
What?
Am I in a circle of confidence?
Uh,
Like if I say something, I will. It is gonna stay between us and not
Yes.
leave this room.
Yes.
I never finished watching the first season
Of what?
of Making a Murder.
Why?
I just never finished watching it.
Oh man.
You know, I finished season 1 of Making a Murder in one night
Yeah, at his brother's house.
at brother's house. I went to go visit him. We took a brief intermission because I wanted to go get some Carl's Jr. And then we watched 10 episodes, so that's 10 hours sitting on Tony's brother's couch.
Wait,
watching.
what time did you start?
Like, I remember. I think when we finished, the sun was coming up.
God damn! I don't know how you stood up. How you guys stood up so long?
It's a very it's a
No, I know-
blood was boiling.
it's a very compelling docuseries.
I was fueled by rage at our justice system. Like, what's his name? Lionel Lazinski. I'm
So-
here to defend.
So
That's
so what's hilarious is the prosecutor or the DA from the first one, Kenneth Kratz.
Yeah. Oh, the fat guy.
Yeah. So they actually he's actually in the second one. I guess maybe he felt like he needed to tell his side of it. So it's-
I'm sure he got a lot of shit for it.
oh, he got so much shit, and it was hilarious because he's sitting there reading his computer. Yeah. You know, he's got that really he's got that voice like he was castrated.
Like a Kashadi.
Yeah. So he's sitting there in front of his computer in a castrati voice, saying like, "Oh, look, here's another mail. Here's another message. I hope you die." And that's from today. He's just casually reading like the death threats he's getting.
I'm sure. I mean, it's probably not easy.
it's not being a piece of shit. No, it's not easy being a piece of shit.
True.
You know what? Like, I feel my feelings for Kenneth Kratz are equal to those of Junkyard for Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
Hey, wait, no,
Doesn't
I don't
give
think
a
so.
fuck.
I don't
So-
think Roman Reigns is a piece of shit.
So
I just
so-
don't care.
So if Kenneth Kratz were to stroke out, I wouldn't care. If it came out that, oh, look,
he's got leukemia.
he's got leukemia, I'd be like, "Teh." No sweat off my brow. That is how I feel. That's just to give you paint you a
Like,
picture.
Couldn't happen to somebody more deserving.
Exactly.
How do you think the nephew, what's his name?
Brendan Dassey.
Yeah, how do you think Brendan Dassey feels about Roman Reigns having leukemia?
Well, if you
He probably hasn't been able to watch him wrestle because he's been locked in jail.
But how would you think he would feel if he found
I
out?
think he would be sad.
Well, he's probably been in jail. He probably doesn't know who Roman Reigns is, right?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know
Because he
what
wasn't
he's
locked up before Roman Reigns became
Yeah.
like big.
Probably before he got big. Yeah.
So he probably doesn't even know who that is. He
Um,
probably doesn't care either.
he probably cares.
He probably doesn't care because he's too busy worrying about getting out of jail.
He probably is like as Brendan Dassey's like, has John Cena finally won the championship? If he gets that. But what's his name? Kenneth Kratz? Was he that bad? Because I haven't seen it. The first season. When was it? Like 3 years ago?
Yeah. No, 2. I think it was 2.
No, I think it was 3.
It might have been. It might be 3.
Let's see.
I think it was. I thought it was 2016 when it came out.
Well, we're in 2018, so yeah, I
That's-
guess that's 2.
Well, you know what? It might have been 20 because it was early in the year. I remember it was like in February.
I think it was the end of 2015 because it came out like in December.
Okay, so it was like.
December 18th,
Oh, you're right.
2015.
So, okay, so it'll be 3 years.
Yeah, it'll be 3 years. Anyways, so I don't remember everything that Kenneth. Kratz.
I mean, you just need to remember that he's a piece of shit.
Okay, I'll take your
Like,
word
trust
for
me.
it.
Once you start watching season 2 and you just see his face, and once he opens his mouth, you're like, this guy's a piece of shit.
You're like, there's that.
There's
turd.
that turd.
So another series came out recently on Netflix.
Oh, the
Sabrina.
from the makers of Riverdale.
Is it any good?
Riverdale is a great show.
No, Sabrina.
I heard Sabrina.
I
was
just
good.
started watching it.
But it's based off of a different
it's
comic, right? It's not the original Sabrina that we all know and love.
No.
It's based. It's still from the Archie comics. I guess I don't know if it's all the same universe.
From what
It's in the
I
same
read,
universe as Riverdale, but it's updated for a more modern setting.
but I heard it's not it's not the same as like the old Sabrina. The old Sabrina was more wholesome.
No,
and
like a
she's,
few years back, they came out with this comic book called Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it was more like dark and. too
No,
much-
I thought it was Sabrina and something.
Wasn't Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joan
Yeah,
Hart?
that's the one with
That
Melissa
was
Joan Hart.
definitely not dark
That's
at all.
not no. The dark one you're talking about is Sabrina's something adventures or something.
That's the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix.
No. But the actual comic was named the same.
Oh, okay. The comics. Okay.
And then she
Gotcha,
got her
gotcha.
show.
Yeah. And then they turned it into a show.
Well, I just started watching it, so
So it's not the Melissa Joan Hart Sabrina we all know and love.
So I.
Now
I
that's
did-
a Sabrina you could set.
I
your
haven't
clock
seen
to.
enough of it to pass judgment, but I have seen enough Riverdale to pass judgment on that, and it is a great show.
Have you guys watched? I know Mamba's been watching Daredevil. Mm-hmm. How is it?
I've been watching. I'm on like episode 3, I think.
I haven't started watching it yet.
On episode 9.
How is it?
I enjoy it. There's
Well-
some things that I thought were kind of goofy.
Okay.
You're goofy.
There's some like odd choices in the show,
I gotcha.
but it's still more.
Is it better than the first 2 seasons?
I don't think anything will beat season 1. Season 2 was good, but it ended on a weird note with like the ending was kind of like stretched out.
Is it better than Luke Cage?
Fuck yeah,
Is it better than Iron Fist?
yeah.
Is it better than Punisher? No.
Is it better than Jessica Jones?
No.
Yes.
Is it better than Iron Fist season 2? No.
I don't know.
Is it better than Defenders?
No.
I never wa- I
Definitely
haven't-
not.
I haven't watched The Defenders.
That's like the Avengers of like the silver screen.
Is it better of Is it better than the Agents of Shield?
It's not better than
it better
the
than-
Adventures of Lois and Clark.
Is it better than Inhumans?
I forgot about that. I forgot that existed.
Is it better than the one on the
came out-
FX?
that
The,
one-
about
that-
the X, the
That one came out or
The Gifted?
The Gifted.
Yeah, The Gifted.
Is it better than The Gifted?
I heard The Gifted was good. I just
Yeah,
haven't
Gifted was
watched it.
decent. Inhumans was just straight trash.
Well,
Is it better than Arrow? Season 1.
yeah,
No.
Season
Season
1 of
one.
Arrow is.
Season 1 is fucking garbage.
They couldn't have made a more dramatic show.
I'm watching the new season of Arrow. I
Very
started watching it.
CW.
You know what? If you watch Arrow season 1 without the flashbacks, it's like 30 minutes. because that's all that fucking season 1 was.
Yeah, you're right.
It was
For
fucking
the first
straight
like
trash.
the first 3 seasons are all flashbacks pretty much.
Didn't
Oh,
they
really?
have-
There's more?
There's more flashbacks.
Oh my God.
It's
They
because
have-
they get through to the whole like what do you call it? His whole past.
Didn't they have flashbacks all the way to like now?
No. They stopped last season. They didn't have any, or the year before that, or they might have had like 1 or 2,
Well,
but not like
it's been on for so long
not
that,
like-
that
they ran out of flashbacks.
No, they've been on for so long that this season's current flashbacks are season 1.
Oh, okay.
No, they've created something new. There's no more flashbacks.
Now there's flash forwards.
Yes.
Ooh.
You swear to God. The last episode I saw had a flash forward.
So
Was it a current episode?
So if you want to watch
Yeah,
it,
the
so-
last episode.
So if you
or no, the second to last episode.
So if I want to watch a series that's based in the present time, Arrow is not it because it's either a flashback or a flash forward.
no, it's a little bit of everything. It's
I like
present.
I like my shows in the now. We live in the now. Only cowards live in the past.
What about Peaky Blinders?
That is a great fucking show.
Isn't that the past?
I don't give a fuck.
well, it's
Yeah, it's not the now.
it's set in the past, but they don't have flashbacks.
But still, the whole show's a flashback.
It starts off in a flashback, but then that's it.
Yep.
Like they never
That show's
goes.
fucking amazing.
It starts off in a flashback, but it never goes back.
But it's not in the now. Tony
always
said
forward.
Tony said that
it's-
he only likes the
it's-
shows that are in the now.
It was released in the now, so I like it. It is a great fucking show. Everyone should watch Peaky Blinders.
I heard that other show you Dick Redford Flash isn't that good anymore.
Last season was not very good. This season, it's only like 3 episodes in, so it's hard to judge. But I don't know. It depends which way it goes. It can go one of 2 ways. It can go bad or good. But the first season was fucking fantastic. The second season was really good. The third season when it starts dipping.
I wouldn't say it was fantastic.
Dude, it was fucking fantastic.
Anyways, you know what I kind of want to do? You know how DC has their own streaming service now?
Yeah.
I kind of want to get it just so I can watch
What the
Titan.
fuck?
You can watch it in other means. Not illegal, but other means.
So
with-
DC has an actual streaming service that you pay for?
yeah,
Yeah, it's got the original Batman animated series on it.
I'm just gonna buy the Blu-ray. I just want the
Isn't
collection.
it on Netflix, the one from the 90s?
No,
No, it's not.
BTAS, bro. It's on Amazon, I believe.
I don't think so anymore. They probably pulled it a bit.
They might have.
I would not.
But the Teen Titans,
Ever.
you know, the Teen Titans is only once a week, just like on
I
TV.
know. What kind of shit is that?
So you can't binge watch it.
But
So
that's like other
if you're gonna
streaming-
watch it,
we
you might as
talked
well just
about that.
wait.
Other streaming services there, right? Didn't you say
But I like
Amazon
I
does that?
kind of like that.
Amazon has that.
I kind of like that though. That it's once. A week.
no? Do you let
Netflix has it too.
Hulu does that for certain ones too.
Netflix does too. You probably haven't seen it though.
Which
No.
ones? It's shows that nobody cares about.
No, it was very big in Mexico. Luis Miguel is in Mexico was on Netflix. Here it was on Telemundo, and it was once a week
In Mexico.
in Mexico. The reason they did that was because here it was once a week. So I figure I think the way they thought was like if they release all of it, it's gonna get out to here, and Telemundo's not gonna be able they're not gonna make any money off of it.
If I could, if I was really interested in Luis Miguel, I could just read his wiki page. I mean, it's not like he's dead.
Yeah.
You're right, but he had a very interesting life.
For those who don't know, Luis Miguel is a very famous
Yeah.
Mexican crooner.
Crooner.
He sings songs.
Oh,
What would you describe him as?
I don't know.
A singer?
Coke addict.
It's Mexican. Duh.
He's not Mexican.
He's not?
He's Puerto Rican.
Bullshit.
For real, no, not lying.
Really?
So that's the whole thing. So he was born in Puerto Rico, but he grew up in Mexico. So he says he feels Mexican, even though he was born in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So I mean, he's Mexican by because that's where he grew up and lived his whole life. But
You know-
he's Puerto
Speaking
Rican born.
of, I felt betrayed. I don't know if I got this information correct, but apparently Salma Hayek, her nationality is Mexican.
But she's like Middle Eastern. So
She's like Middle Eastern.
yeah. So is Shakira.
Well, I thought she was Colombian.
She's Middle Eastern. She's of Middle Eastern descent. Her parents are Middle Eastern,
Like
and she was born in Colombia.
I think Salma Hayek was born in Mexico, but she's half Spanish and half Libyan.
Yeah, Shakira's around the same.
Sounds about right.
That was a dagger in my chest. I was like,
Who cares? She's still hot.
yeah, but I remember it when I was younger. One Puerto Rican guy that I didn't like, but I don't like any Puerto Rican person, so I'm just joking.
I kid the Puerto Rican.
I kid. But he would always like, yeah, we got Jennifer Lopez. And I would be like, oh, yeah, well, we have Selma Hayek.
No,
And
you don't.
We don't. The Libyans do.
And they claim her hard.
And the
No, they don't.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, a lot of people. You got Sofia Vergara.
She's not Mexican.
Yes, she is. Or is she Colombian?
I thought she was Colombian.
Thought
Oh,
she's
she might be Colombian. Fuck. You got
Yeah.
Genesis Rodriguez.
Yeah, that we do.
Genesis Rodriguez.
Who's that?
I'll pull a picture of
We
her.
have Yannet Garcia.
Oh, there you go. But she got dumped by a Call of Duty player.
Well, did you? So
I saw the video, yeah.
you saw the video?
Alejandro sent it to me.
That was pretty crazy.
So basically,
Because remember we talked about this before
yeah.
about how it came out that she got dumped
Yeah.
because the guy wanted to focus on Call of Duty.
But I guess he just said that that's what he said.
That's what like came out. But apparently like she's a gold digger.
Yeah, because I guess he. So for those who don't know, there was this very attractive weather girl named Yannet Garcia, and she was dating a professional Call of Duty player named Face Sensor,
Yeah.
and she was the cat's meow of the internet. You
Yep.
could easily find her videos online, but Face Sensor, who's an attractive guy in his own right,
Yeah.
right?
He had his own following.
He's had his own fault. He dumped Yannet Garcia allegedly to focus
on
more
Call of
on
Duty.
his Call of Duty career.
And
But
he
it-
got roasted hard.
Yeah, I defended him.
That's Genesis
That is
Rodriguez.
a goddamn lie.
She's cute, not my type.
I love
though.
her.
I did defend him because I forgot who I think I was talking about with Al, and he was like, talking shit about him. I was like, you know what, man, I commend him because maybe he knows something about her that we don't.
And he did.
What's the golden rule that we always say? No matter how sexy a girl is, there's always some guy tired of her shit. Mm-hmm. And
And
Face
he
Sensor,
Was tired of her shit.
he had it up to here with her shit.
He's like, fuck.
yeah.
This.
We also have Talia.
I'm out.
Dude, Talia's like 50, I think. And she's still sexy as fuck. Have you seen her? She's a little crazy.
But
She
then who
is
isn't?
sexy. Here. I'm throw up some Talia. Throw some of those images up. Wait,
Oh yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's still
Hold on, let me
attractive.
see. Hold on. Let's do
But anyways, talking back to Yannet and Face Sensor. Damn, did you type Talia 2048?
2048?
You trying to
It's
see
gonna
how
be a
she is when
fucking
she's
skeleton?
80?
I'm trying to do a flash forward.
What was I gonna say? I guess he was coming up on YouTube and trying
Yeah.
to make that YouTube money.
Well, the thing was like he was coming up hard, and he was making that YouTube money. And I guess she started. I think it was. I don't know if they went somewhere.
Pull up a picture of Yannet Garcia because we're
But
not.
I guess somehow she found out how much he was making off of YouTube, and she's like, "Wow, like she had no idea."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, like you can make a lot of money on YouTube," and his channel was still growing. And then
She wanted a cut.
she wanted she wanted her cut, which I guess he kind of understood. Like, yeah, I kind of understand. Like, a lot of people are tuning in to watch us because they made a lot of videos together.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if you want to watch Yannet Garcia and you see a video with her and her boyfriend, they had a big following too. But he's like, I don't know. I guess it was kind of like a gray area for him.
Because it's like when you like do videos like that, what part of it is for your relationship?
Yeah.
And what part of it is
Yeah,
for
because he's like,
YouTube?
I'm just sharing stuff that I do. Like
Yeah.
I'm just vlogging. Like this is
Yeah.
what I do when I'm out, whatever. So then he's like, whenever she was there, like I'll buy her I'll buy you whatever you want. Like
Yeah.
I'll buy you a car. I'll pay for like your house, whatever. Whenever you're here, whatever. It's just that I guess the fact of just him giving her actual money was kind of like
him paying her to be his girlfriend.
exactly. So then he's like, well, how about then I just keep my vlogging to myself, and you won't
your
be my
thing.
videos anymore.
Go tell the weather.
So
Continue to
so
do
he
that.
did that for a while, and but it was hard because he's such a big part of his life that like
Yeah.
now and then people are like, oh, where are you guys? What happened to this girl? Because everyone's used to watching them together, so everyone was asking all these questions. And I guess there was that one part when he talks about when he bought her a car. He's like, oh, because like they're in New York,
He was tired of driving her.
and he's like, they had like their
Which,
schedules.
if you're,
He's like,
I can understand.
yeah. He's like,
I could
I'm
relate.
trying to play some Call of Duty. You want to go to the gym? Let me just buy you a car so
Yeah.
you can take yourself to the gym. And she's like, okay. He's like, oh, like, and he wanted to record it for his channel. She's like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
She was like, "Give me that money,"
I
even
want
though
my-
he just handed her a car.
Yeah, if you could, yeah. Even though he's gonna hand her a car, she wants.
Wait,
a
she
cut
wanted money for her.
She wanted
recording
a
her?
cut of his
of the YouTube earnings
Yeah.
for the whatever video she's in.
Fuck that! What a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
I mean, like I
that's
said,
his side of the story, but I could.
if it's true, but then again, like from her
I
side,
repeat, what a bitch.
but from her perspective though, like if she's the one that's like, because honestly, like I'm sure a lot of people were tuning in for her,
Yeah.
so she's not really wrong
No.
by
But-
asking for a cut.
But still, he's buying her a fucking car, and I bet she's not like no fucking like
it was a no.
1998 Honda Civic.
Bro,
I got a 2000.
Get him, but the-
Honda Civic.
I wasn't talking about him.
no, the way you said it though, like you looked at Mamba
I wasn't
hard.
even looking over that direction.
Why'd it have to be a Honda Civic? Why can't
That's
you
the
just
first
say
thing
any
that
other
popped in
car?
my
Oh,
Why do you-
coincidentally.
Do you think they're shitty cars?
Dude,
No, I think they're great cars, but that's why I said 98.
I think he's coming at you, dog, and he's trying to mask it as he's not.
98
Sugar,
being
is this true?
No, it's not
Are you
true.
coming at me?
I think
I am not coming at you. I,
don't
love
know
you,
what-
Mamba.
I don't know what to do.
I feel like he's
At
forcing
one,
your hand.
at one
Dude,
hand,
he's
my trusty Stewart junkyard would never do anything to.
dude.
But then I got Tony whispering in my ear.
Yeah.
that-
He's talking about me making fun of your car, which when he doesn't even have one.
yeah. Let's
he-
make fun of his non-existent car. But yeah, I could. What were we talking about?
Yannick Garcia
Oh, yeah.
getting a cut.
She's sexy.
She is.
I'll end it on that.
If I had a YouTube channel and she wanted a cut, I'd give her a cut.
What if you were making millions
Then I'd give her a cut.
per like?
Yeah.
You give her millions of
give her a cut.
dollars?
The whole point for guys, the whole point of like
Look,
becoming successful.
I would give her a cut as long as she was giving me that ass.
As long as she was giving me the haircut. That sounded gross.
Like, all right, I will give you 10% or whatever percent, but 100% of that ass
Yeah.
is mine.
Sounds fair to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. I mean, but like the whole point of guys trying to become successful and do stuff like that is to get girls like that.
Yeah. But yeah, like we said, no matter how hot, you show me the hottest girl you've ever seen in your life, and I will show you a guy that's sick of her shit.
Yeah, once upon a time, a guy looked at that girl and was like, I don't want to fuck her anymore.
And that's what Faye censored. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, let's get to our Urban Dictionary word of the day, shall we? Since this is our Halloween episode,
It's really not.
we will.
Let's turn off the lights and get spooky together.
yeah, and we will do a Halloween-inspired Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Let's all put bed sheets on and cut holes through the middle
Ooh.
Oh,
and bump into each other in the dark. That's called the monster mash.
ooh.
Room where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their
I wish you would turn that off.
What? So today's word is Halloween orange. Do you guys know what Halloween orange is?
I have no idea.
Well, I know orange is a primary color in the Halloween.
Actually,
Holiday.
orange is not on the list of primary colors.
I said a primary color in the Halloween holiday. If you would listen, it is a dominant. It is an important color. Is that what I should have said?
Yeah.
Okay. Halloween orange is where you get really drunk, fill up on candy corn, and you throw up orange all over the place.
All right.
It's not.
This is my gripe. Junkyard,
What?
cue it up.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
All right.
You better have a gripe for later.
My gripe is for all those fuckers who still buy candy corn. You're the reason they still make that shit. That shit is terrible. Why? Why does it exist? Like,
I've never tried candy corn. What does it taste like?
It's a terrible candy.
Tastes like corn. Candy corn.
It does not taste like anything. It's just, oh, the consistency. It's like, oh my god, it's just gross, and people still buy it.
I think for each holiday there's like a candy that
But Halloween has like
Peeps?
the most.
Peeps. I fucking
Oh,
hate
yeah.
Peeps.
For Easter?
Yeah, Peeps. Well, I mean, if we had to rank shit candy, I would eat Peeps before I eat candy
canes?
corn. Okay, I love candy canes aren't bad. I mean, it's just made.
Yeah, I like
No,
candy
it depends on the candy cane.
And there's flavored
If
ones.
you start getting the tropical flavor,
Yeah, those are nasty.
Oh, you know Starburst makes candy canes, and they're
they're good.
primo. Well, candy canes.
no, they
yeah,
could be,
they're-
I've tasted bad candy canes.
Are you sure it was a candy cane, Junkyard? It wasn't something else you were sucking on.
Wait,
Yeah, so you're not even sure anymore.
Candy canes have that little white
Punch.
liquid that comes out of them, right?
If you rewind the YouTube video, you can pinpoint the second where Junkyard just realized some shit. Like, holy fuck!
Somebody tricked him. He's
I-
like, hey, you suck on this
Suck on
candy
this
cane,
He's
you
like,
get on
okay.
the good list.
Damn, Junkyard, did you just realize some shit about yourself?
Yes.
Junkyard gave Santa Claus those cookies for Christmas. But yeah, candy corn is terrible. But
Candy corn's terrible, but like, yeah, if we
Should
talk
I
about shit
try it?
candy,
just to see.
try it.
Yeah,
just
try it.
Try it. It's fucking terrible.
What if Mama loves it?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
It's
he's,
like-
he's groceries, so
Bro, get him off you, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna stop bringing up that I possibly have eaten some girl's butthole before because I made the mistake of bringing up that at work, and now like one of my coworkers.
now you're known as that guy.
Yeah, my coworker. I was like, I don't really like that. He was like, what does it matter? You eat ass. I'm like, oh, we're at work, sir. You just don't bring that up.
I told you that in confidence.
Yeah.
So anyway, no more candy corn.
The candy corn is shit. And then
Hell
yeah,
no, motherfuckers.
Peeps,
Wake the
Peeps
fuck
are terrible.
up.
And then, but there's also like that what's that like chewy candy that comes in that orange and black
Oh,
wrapper,
yeah, I don't know,
whatever
but
the
it's
fuck
gross.
that is.
Oh, the generic. I don't know. Is it taffy?
I think
It's
I don't
not
know.
taffy. Taffy's actually not terrible.
Yeah, but anyway, what's other shit candy? Fucking the licorice. What is it?
The black licorice?
Was it Mike and Ike?
Twizzlers?
Or is that no?
Twizzlers is licorice.
Is it Good and Plenty?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Good and Plenty. The one that like little licorice. Oh, it's fucking nasty. I don't know. I'm not a fan of licorice.
I mean, well, I don't mind Twizzlers, like the red one.
Okay,
Like black licorice tastes like shit.
that's bearable. But
You don't like licorice, yet you'll drink Malort.
I don't like liquor. I'll drink Malort. I'll take a shot of Malort before I eat candy corn. I'll take a shot of Malort before Peeps, before Tootsie Rolls. I fucking hate Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls aren't terrible.
Dude, they're fucking
What
nasty.
about do you like fruity?
Tootsie Roll is like a shit candy that doesn't know what the fuck it is. It's not really chocolate. It's a candy that tries.
Latex.
It's like something that tries to be something else.
But it's a Chicago original.
Is
yeah.
it?
So's Malort.
Yeah.
So's Malort, and
Yeah.
it's fucking terrible. Things
Do you
can
like
be-
fruities?
Things can be Chicago originals and still be shit.
Yeah. Like,
Do you like fruities?
violence.
Shootings?
Like Mac shootings.
Do you like fruities?
What are fruities?
They're the fruit version of Tootsie Rolls.
Those are okay.
Probably. You know
I've
what?
had some.
Those would probably be better than regular Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, because the regular it's just bland. It's like plastic chocolate.
Do you like Tootsie Pops?
I like the up until you get to the Tootsie part. Yeah.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I don't know. I always bite it.
Anyway, so what's Halloween orange, guys? You give up?
Yeah. Give up.
So Halloween orange is mixing the strongest methadone tablet with
What the
water.
fuck?
Has to be 40 milligrams orange dissolvable.
What?
Okay.
With the strongest what?
Methadone.
Oh,
Methadone.
orange.
It's like morphine.
Oh, okay.
It's an opioid.
Oh yeah, that's
so
what
you
they
grab
give
the
too.
strongest tablet
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yep. And you mix it your 40 milligrams and mix it with water. So it says, I have my Sprite Easter pink and my water Halloween orange.
fuck. That guy's okay.
Where would you get an orange? Is that just any?
The methadone
No,
is
the-
orange.
the
The,
tablet-
pill is
the pills
orange.
are orange.
So when you drop it in water, the water turns orange.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was orange.
You never had methadone?
No, I've never been addicted to heroin.
It is based off of heroin.
Yeah. It's based on heroin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that guy. So what's Sprite Easter pink?
So
I feel like okay. Now we'll do a flash forward to Easter.
so Sprite Easter pink is Sprite with drank.
Oh,
So it's codeine and promethazine mixed with Sprite.
but that's more purple.
No. But because
thought
of the Sprite, it makes it pink.
That's also called dirty Sprite.
So it's not technically purple drank because purple drank uses something
thing.
Gatorade, doesn't it?
No, it's It's supposed to be. I thought it was codeine and 7-Up. Look up purple drink.
Oh, it's codeine. Well, this one has promethazine in it.
Codeine. Okay, so that's probably what makes it pink.
Yeah,
Because just codeine and Sprite will give you that
purple
lean.
drink. Okay.
Yeah, but if you add that extra ingredient,
I want to try that out.
So yeah, so codeine and promethazine mixed with Sprite is Easter pink. So you can have some orange drink, Easter pink, and Halloween orange all in one night.
I think you can get all kinds of fucked up. Like your body's not gonna know how the fuck to react to all that shit.
So when you guys say Halloween orange, you will hear.
You guys got any plans for Satan's holiday?
Oh, it's not Satan's holiday. It's All Hallows Eve.
We're having people are dressing up at work.
What are you dressing up as?
You have pretty good costumes. Like I remember.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, it's complimented. He comes up with pretty well thought out creative costumes. Like weren't you Prince Charming once?
Yeah.
And you were going around and like girls are just lining up to take pictures.
They're just lining up, gaggles of them.
Weren't you Woody?
Yeah, I was, and they love that too.
Yeah, you were
So do
Woody
you-
once.
So do you only dress up to impress baby girls, or do you do it for the love of
Why
dressing up?
the fuck why would I dress up?
Because you love Halloween?
You're right. That is exactly why I dress up. I care not.
You know what would be a good
What?
costume for you? I don't know if you remember the commercials. But that guy he looked like the Riddler, but he was doing infomercials to teach you how to get free money from the government. And he had like a suit with dollar signs on it.
Oh, I think I remember.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
So this year, well, by the time this airs, Halloween will be over. But I'm gonna be Malibu Ken from Toy Story.
Oh.
So pull it up, Junkyard. So what's funny is I was like, at first I'm thinking, all right, how am I gonna do this costume? Because, you can't just really just go to fucking Party City and get the costume.
Did you shop at Abercrombie & Fitch?
Yeah, no, that's too expensive. So, that one. That was good. So I was like, all right, so how am I going to put this together in the cheapest way possible? So the shirt, I actually found out one that's kind of a similar pattern. I went to Burlington, which for those who don't know, Burlington is like a Marshall's, Ross. It's just, you get
Discount.
It's discount, yeah. So I found the shorts. They actually had those shorts for $12.
Nice.
And they're the exact color with a little cuff on the bottom. And I found the shoes too. They had the shoes in the clearance section also
Same color?
for that same color, except they have like an orange they're boat shoes, so they have the orange trim on the side.
Nobody's
okay.
gonna-
But it's close to like I've ever seen. And the shoes were $11.99. The shirt was $9.99. And that fucking scarf thing.
it's called an ascot.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck it was called. I'm actually looking for a scarf. That's probably why I couldn't find it, because I should have been in the ascot section.
Google ascot. Let's help Tony out.
Yeah, help me out, because I need to know how to tie one of these. So I ended up just buying some fucking ribbon from Michael's.
Ascot Kendall.
Yes, how to make one, because I need to know how to tie this shit.
There it is. Look at it.
Yeah, so I just bought some blue fucking...
You just tie it like that.
I
Yeah,
wanna-
it's just tied once.
Are
that's what I'm going to do then.
I think people are gonna be confused by your costume. They're like,
Well, that's
are
what
you
I thought.
Kendall, or are you a Cubs fan? Which one are you?
Are you gonna get hair?
Yes, I actually found a wig
Like that?
on Amazon for like, I think it was like $10. A Ken doll. They have like a Ken wig,
Oh, okay.
except it's blonde.
Are you
It's
gonna
not
pose
that
too,
color.
like with your hands like this?
Yeah, I'm gonna pose like this, and I got like a big like cardboard cutout, and it just says like it looks like the front of a box. It says Mattel and then Ken. So when I hold it in front, it looks like I'm inside a box.
Oh, you're going all out,
Yes, because every year they do a costume contest at work,
and you plan
and
on
I
winning.
plan on winning.
Did
Have
you
you
win,
won
did you win
any?
last year?
Well, I didn't dress up last year, but when I was Prince Charming, I got second place. When I did Woody, I also got second place. But this time, I'm going for first.
Did the same person beat you out twice?
Yes, that person no longer works there.
Oh, no.
So you're guaranteed to
So
win.
I'm
What if you get second place again?
If I get second place, then that's it. I quit.
So you're a shoe-in for this
Exactly.
year's.
So what did the guy?
I'm the Vegas favorite to win.
What did the
first.
winner dress up the 2 years he beat you?
$100 gift card?
No, what did the winner dress up as?
The first time she was.
Is that what he dressed up as $100 gift
Yeah.
card?
I thought
like,
you-
well,
A
you
Visa
win.
my bad.
gift card.
I thought you asked what they won. No, she dressed up as like an old man,
Okay.
but she did really good. She did a really good job.
Did she look like a man?
She really looked like an old guy.
Damn.
So, and then the previous year I lost to. Oh no, the previous year I lost to one of my buddies. He dressed up as Prince.
Oh.
But
Oh, I seen that costume.
yeah, like Prince, the artist Prince, and
The artist formerly known as Prince.
and he already has like the stature and he just looks like him in general. So that was it.
What about the last year that you didn't dress up? Who won?
I don't even remember who won last year. I didn't pay attention.
Because you didn't. So you didn't pay because you didn't dress up.
Exactly.
I also,
You selfish son of a bitch.
no, he's
Exactly.
making a comeback. He was.
I'm
he was-
like Jordan. You know, Jordan took that year off.
yeah.
He's doing baseball.
He was tired of making.
Except Jordan didn't get second place.
He's tired of
He got
making
first.
second place. Going all out. You're gonna make a comeback.
$100 gift card. Here I come.
You're gonna secure that $100 gift card.
Speaking of Jordan, how about them Bulls?
Oh, they suck.
Yeah,
Dick.
fucking terrible.
That's what I'm doing on Christmas. I'm gonna
Christmas,
or
Halloween.
Halloween. I'm
Damn,
I'm
you
like,
already got. You already
I'm
got
like
Christmas
junkyard.
plans?
I'm making
You already
plans.
got Christmas plans, dog.
But the reason why we say this Bulls suck is because yesterday the Bulls were breaking records at the United Center.
Not the kind of records you want to be known for.
Not the ones you want to have, not the ones you want to be known for, because the Bulls' defense is so lackluster that they allowed the most 3-pointers in a game to be made by a player, Klay Thompson.
Yep, made 14 3-pointers.
He beat his team member, his teammate.
Steph Curry.
What was it, 13? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was 13. And the funny thing is, Steph actually passed him the ball for that last three.
Yeah. And it took them like what 27 minutes.
Yeah, they hit 100 by like halftime.
Yeah, they had like 92 points at halftime. By halfway through the third quarter, like he was already on the bench.
Yeah, I
And
thought I was gonna see my first 200-point game, but I mean I figured that they would bench him, but I was like,
What was it, 149?
yeah, and I was like, they could. I think they could hit 200 if they really tried.
Yeah,
They probably could.
they could if
Fucking Steph Curry had what, like
if-
45 points, I think.
if
Or no, 52 points.
if it wasn't frowned upon, they probably could score 200 points. But unfortunately, that is frowned upon.
To what is it called?
Blow up.
No, to
Running up the score.
yeah.
Which I think is really stupid.
I say fucking blow them out. Who cares?
Yeah.
They're already
Fuck
losing. They're gonna lose anyway.
Because didn't they accuse the Patriots of doing that one year?
Yeah.
When they scored like 57 points, they're like, "Oh, they're running up the score. What the fuck do you want to do? Stop
Yeah.
playing?"
Yeah, and they brought in the fucking Busters,
Yeah.
you know, and like
The Bushes were fucking scoring on them, so it didn't matter.
no, well, they get the lead at the end of the game. They only won by like 20. When at one point they were up by like 40 something.
45.
Yeah.
Not only that, I forgot. I don't know when it happened, but sometime during the game yesterday, Klay Thompson got elbowed in the head.
Oh
And he
yeah.
had a huge gash, and he was
he put a headband on.
bleeding profusely, but he still managed to.
Yeah, he just went to the sideline,
Yeah, put a headband.
Yeah,
Put
a
a
yellow
put
headband.
a
on.
headband on,
put
and-
a comically sized headband
Yup.
on.
went back out and hit 2 more 3-pointers.
Yeah,
Yep.
Broke the record and went back to the bench.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good game to watch. I actually got to watch it.
And you'd think that gash he got on his head was from an angry or a fired up Bulls player. Nope, it was he actually collided with one of his teammates on accident. There was absolutely no fight whatsoever in any of the Bulls players.
Yeah, I was there. I actually got to watch it live and in living color.
I
It was a great game
I
for the Warriors.
I saw it online, also in living color, HD.
No, I saw it in person.
the season is just a wash for the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Fred Hoiberg is still the coach.
How long is Laurie Markkinen out?
I don't think he has a timetable,
No.
but
That's
it's like an elbow, something with his elbow, so he's out for like maybe he's.
And he's
And-
good, but
and
I
then
don't
Chris
think.
Dunn's out for like 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh.
He's whatever. Not that it matters. He's a fucking scrub. We got fucking Campaign. Campaign has no fucking business.
How long is Omer Ashik out for?
Oh my god. You know what? I would love to have the Turkish hammer back.
What happened to Nikola?
She's fucking lighting it up at New Orleans. Roga's like averaging like 27 points a game.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he got traded. How long
Yeah.
ago he's been gone?
Midway through last season.
Oh, well, totally didn't notice.
Yeah, because they were benching his ass all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, because he was like throwing up Hail Mary 3-pointers from 3-point line.
Yeah.
I was like, stay your ass down low. This is America, not Spain.
And anyway, the Bulls suck.
Yeah.
It's okay. We had a good run.
So are you excited for tomorrow for the Bulls game? Are you gonna dress up?
No.
Why
My
not?
girlfriend's going to dress up, though.
As what?
John Cena.
Why don't you dress up?
Why don't you dress up? Why don't you dress up as John Cena's girlfriend?
Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
She actually, well, they're not together anymore, first of all.
Well, you should still dress up as
He
her.
broke up with her.
Well, you should still dress up as her.
And my girlfriend did suggest that. But I'm not going to wear a pair of tight leather shorts and a backwards baseball hat.
Yeah.
But no, because at her job, she's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And well, she's a manager, but they like to do stuff and do special events. And on Halloween, all the employees are going to dress up. And she's dressing up as John Cena.
Do you work tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow. And I can't wait to see how she looks. She said she's not going to go into a room until somebody starts playing her theme music. Which is, do you know John Cena's
Yeah.
theme music? It's going to be great. Did
Yeah,
she
it's da-da, some shit.
I wonder if she got the jean shorts. That's what I really want to see.
The
See her
jean shorts.
wear jean
Some
shorts.
jorts.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. Why don't you dress up? Why don't you should dress up as something?
Me?
Yeah.
When I go there?
Yeah. I'm sure you won't be the only one that's dressed up.
I don't want to put together a last minute costume.
I saw.
You know what? I have a pair of sunglasses. I'll go as a blind guy. I'll go as Stevie Wonder because he goes to basketball games. He likes listening to the ball dribble.
He likes the ambiance.
Yeah, the ambient, the feel of a game.
That's mean, Mamba. I feel like you're making fun of a blind person.
Not just any blind person. Stevie Wonder.
I guess if you say so. All right, let's move on, shall we? I got way more things to talk about. Lots more things. But let's go with. This is a combo. It's a combo segment, guys.
Oh, I should do a segment.
Why?
L/win of the week.
Oh, okay. You can do that next. So
But we're in a rush.
it is.
You're gonna get pulled.
I am not. We are not going to get pulled. So it's a combo news story
Maybe it's for the best that we get pulled.
Yeah.
with Conspiracy Corner. Okay. So it says manager of DoD Aerospace Threat Program, former manager of DoD Aerospace Threat Program, UFOs are real.
I knew it. Fucking Peter West has been lying to us this whole time.
Something extraordinary was revealed today. Former high-level officials and scientists with deep black experience who have always remained in the shadows came forward on one platform. These insiders have long-standing connections to government agencies which may have programs investigating unidentified aerial phenomena. The team includes a 25-year veteran of CIA's Directorate of Operations, a Lockheed Martin program director for advanced systems at Skunk Works, and former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence. Today marked the official launch of To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science, an innovative public benefit corporation, which will advance research into unexplained phenomena and develop related technology. It has established 3 synergistic divisions: science, aerospace, and entertainment.
Hold on. I'll let you keep on going, but go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
It says, we believe there are discoveries within our reach that will revolutionize the human experience, says company president and CEO Tom DeLonge.
Yeah, that's what I have a problem with.
Please see my previous story. Released yesterday for background today's announcement, which was live streamed on the company website. I'll fast forward a little bit here. So basically they're just saying like, what do you call it? That they have like technology that, would be from like outer space.
I have a problem with that because it skips over the fact that it says the CEO and company president is Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge is former lead singer of Blink-182, and he is out of his goddamn mind.
What's wrong with that?
What, that he was a lead singer of Blink-182?
Yeah.
Nothing. People loved him in Blink-182. He should go back to making music. But he kind of gave that up.
So they're also saying they're planning to provide never-before released footage from real U.S. government systems. Not blurry, amateur photos, but real data and real videos.
Damn, some real shit.
Yeah. We are inviting our government colleagues and friends in defense to participate regularly with their own findings. So they're talking about releasing actual stuff. Like, actually, like real...
That's what he said. But I don't know if you... Because you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast. Do you remember the episode where he was on there?
No, I don't.
So this guy...
I don't think I listened to that episode.
This guy was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and...
But we're not here to promote...
We're not here to
podcast.
promote... I'm not saying that it was good. I'm just talking about it. He basically... Joe Rogan was asking him questions, and then he was like, I can't answer that. He was like, all right, who do you know in the government? Oh, I can't give away my sources. It's top secret. So basically, whenever he had a question that would kind of like shed some light on what he knows, he would say, oh, I can't answer that, or read my book, or check out my company. So I was like, do you really have proof of aliens, or do you want us to just fund money into your fucking company? I like it. He's funny. He's a hilarious guy. And back in the day, I used to listen to Blink-182 all the time. But
I used to love Blink-182.
Now he's chasing aliens. And go make some more music.
But he's probably not making any good music anytime soon anyway. So yeah, so there's that. So, I have something really important to talk about.
No, you don't.
I do.
Important to who?
To me. And it's also everybody's favorite segment.
No one's favorite segment.
Who is we? Right?
Who is
Who is we?
I like that, but I like that version better.
So, we have a fight going on this weekend. I'm not going to talk about that just yet. I want to talk about there was a trade, the first ever MMA trade, guys.
Among MMA promotions.
MMA promotions, which has never been done before because it's not like in most sports where there's teams and they're all within one league and they like trade amongst each other. This one is like two separate, like completely separate organizations, and they actually traded contracts for fighters. It is unprecedented. Never been done before. First, who knows if it'll ever be done again.
Wait, so neither of these two have a president?
What?
You said it's unprecedented.
It's unprecedented,
Oh.
not president.
I thought you said it was unprecedented. I'm like,
Unprecedented.
no wonder they're just trading players all willy-nilly. No one's in charge.
Who's running this fucking show?
I mean, the USA has a president, and it's fucking willy-nilly anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't know how to close umbrellas.
No, he just leaves them laying.
Yeah,
laying there.
I don't think Donald Trump knows how umbrellas work.
But anyway, so Demetrius Johnson, for those of you who don't know, he's the best flyweight of all time. I mean, there's no no argument that he is the best flyweight of all time, and he is possibly the best pound for pound fighter of all time. Possibly, I mean, it's arguable.
So this guy in the UFC?
He was in the UFC.
Okay.
So he got traded for Ben Askren from one championship, who is possibly the best fighter never to fight in the UFC. It's between him and Fedor. I mean, you can argue who's better. People obviously probably think more people would argue that Fedor is better, but Ben's got some. Ben was a champion in Bellator and a champion in one championship, previously one FC. And anyway, so think about the magnitude of that. Like think of the best fighter ever to fight in a division being traded for a guy nobody's ever heard of unless you watch MMA religiously. You know, that's a big deal.
I have a gripe.
Is it about this?
Yes.
Okay.
The other day,
Do you want me to play the music?
no, there's no time for that. When we were talking about Ben Askren online, I was like, oh, Joe Rogan probably has a raging erection because he loves Ben Askren. And in what I imagine was a condescending...
We talked about this last week.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. What I imagined was in a condescending attitude. You were like, you obviously never seen him fight some other snotty shit.
That's all I said.
Huh?
That's all I said. You
Yeah.
obviously never seen him fight.
The attitude that you had behind it. I want you to apologize.
You can't like judge tone off of text.
I can.
No, you can't. You just assume
I
that's what
felt
it was.
it.
I was actually joking. I said this last episode. I was just kidding. It was a joke.
It's a weird apology, but I'll accept that.
Anyway, so it's exciting news. Like, we'll finally get to see, like, a lot of us, myself included, have been waiting for Ben Askren to like come to the UFC and see what he's really made of, because he won championship at Bellator. He beat some of the best fighters at Bellator, like Douglas Lima. He's fucking fantastic, and he's undefeated. There's very few undefeated fighters that has been through as many fights as he has, like Habib, and that are still undefeated in their careers. And we're finally going to see it happen.
I've never seen him fight, but I've heard a lot of things about him.
I don't see. The thing is, some people think he's boring because he's a
wrestler.
predominantly wrestling. So his main game plan is like take you to the ground
And pummel you?
and but you're basically going to be controlled on the ground. So some people don't like that. Some people think that's boring and blah blah blah. People complain about that all the time, which is stupid because it's MMA. It's not kickboxing. It's not boxing. It's a combination. And if you can't get up, that's part of MMA.
Go watch boxing.
Yeah, go watch kickboxing. Anyway, so he's gonna come and we're gonna finally see if he can actually win with like some of the best fighters. He won't fight Tyron Woodley, who is a champion at his division.
He won't.
Welterweight,
Oh, because they're buddies.
They're really, really good friends. Like they've known each other since they were like 17, and they're out of the same gym, so they're not gonna fight. He already said I'm not fighting Tyron. It's not. So
I would fight you.
would you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're in different weight classes though.
Oh, yeah, you would have to come up.
No, you'd have to come down.
Nah, I ain't coming down.
Meet me at 160.
160? Holy shit.
The fuck?
You're not 160.
I'm not even 160.
You're right. I'm not at 160, but I will cut weight to make 160.
Look, I'm at 180. No, 172. Wet. So you're gonna
You can cut down to 160.
I probably could.
Do you believe that once upon a time when I was a teenager, I was your weight, but I was like 6 foot? Maybe 6 foot.
I used to be 130 pounds. In high
I
school.
was skin and bone.
So was I.
Those are the better days.
But yeah, I think if I really worked out like hard, like if I was like an MMA shape,
Yeah,
I could
so-
make 160. And cut weight, obviously. I couldn't walk around at 160, but I could probably cut down to 160.
No, you could. How tall are you? Like 5'8"?
5'8",
Yeah.
5'8" and a half.
Yeah, you can make one.
You can make 160.
Easily. Easily.
How tall
Yeah.
are you, Mamba?
Like 6'2".
Oh yeah.
6'3" on a good day.
So you can make 290 if you tried.
Get him off you, bro.
Are you coming at my head?
I think he is.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
I don't want to have to go at your head because there's not much left.
So meet me at 160, Mamba.
All right, we'll
So, Mamba,
do.
what are you gonna do when I book my appointment to restore like Brian Urlacher and I get like a full head of hair? You're gonna have nothing.
I will. Yeah, that's true. But I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if I like just got in really good shape,
But you're not.
but if I did,
But you're not.
I can make fun of the fact that you had to go to restore,
Okay.
and it'll probably look funny. Like one of the funniest fucking pictures I ever did. Tony sent me a Snapchat of him wearing a wig.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. That was at I went to they had a photo booth at a gala I went to, and I took a picture. And you're like what the why do you have hair?
You look like one of the Beatles. It was so because there was no context to it. It's just like a picture of you with the wig on.
That was pretty hilarious.
That was pretty good. Anyways, I get what are we talking about, Joker?
So Ben Askren, and that was all I had to say was that we're finally.
You know
gonna
what
get
I'm
to see it.
excited about though with Ben Askren? Apparently he beefs with Dana White more than Nick Diaz.
Dude, he
does.
does. He talks so much shit to Dana. And from what I heard, Dana didn't like the idea of him coming to the UFC. So Ben Askren was a champion in Bellator originally.
Is
and
this guy
he
coming
became.
to UFC?
Huh?
Is this guy coming to the UFC?
Yeah, he's coming to the UFC.
Or already here?
No, he's going to. Well, I think technically he's already in the UFC now that the whole deal's gone through. But he was. I mean, yeah, he was the one that was coming from one championship.
So how did it happen if Dana White doesn't like him?
So I guess Demetrius Johnson wanted out of his contract. After he lost to Henry, he's like, Henry Cejudo, he lost his championship, and he's like, I've achieved everything I've wanted.
I mean, he had
in
the
the
record
sport.
for the longest.
Right, for longest defenses. He
He has
and
11 belts.
11 title defenses, yeah. And he was like, what else do I have to achieve? Like, time for me to go. So his coach is the vice president of one championship, and he wanted to go to one. And he said one of his other coaches actually fights at one championship. So he's like, I'm gonna go to Asia. So he talked to his agent. His agent started working things up to get him released, and they didn't want to release him. So he started like concocting this plan where they would get Ben Askren.
So Demetrius' agent came up.
Yeah. So Ben Askren is retired. Like, he's retired from fighting. He said he would only come back if he were to like fight big, like the best fighters in the world, hence the UFC. So he basically traded a retired fighter for like one of the best fighters. And
So is the UFC getting the retired fighter?
yeah,
So why do we want that?
But he's not old, right?
he's not old. No, he's like 30, I think.
All right, so he's
And he's got super, like, he doesn't ever get hit because he's always taking people down, and he's got very low, like,
like
miles on
he's
him.
like in
So
his
then-
he's prime right now.
So then,
he's not. I wouldn't call it his prime, but he's not in decline yet.
Alright.
He's still at like
If he's
he's still at
30.
his peak. It's the thing is that his fighting style doesn't
he's not taking
like he
damage.
hasn't taken damage, and he's not like
There's no wear and tear.
so all right. I don't give a fuck about all that. How can I make money? What am I gonna parlay on?
Talk about for this weekend.
Yes.
This weekend is UFC 230. The headliner is the main event, Daniel Cormier versus the Black Beast.
Ooh,
Derek
I do
Lewis.
like him. He's the one that has those awesome post-fight interviews.
Yeah.
No, that's Derek Lewis.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, him. But yeah, Daniel Cormier
fighting.
is fighting him.
Oh, is he fighting this weekend?
Yeah.
Who's he fighting?
I just,
Daniel
said-
Cormier.
No, the guy that with the awesome post.
yeah, he's
Fight
fighting
interview.
Daniel Cormier, the
Derek
heavyweight
Lewis.
champion.
Derek Lewis.
Is he the one that's like my balls is hot?
Yeah.
You know what
That's
else?
what I
he's-
said. I like him because he's the one that does those awesome.
Yeah, but
post-fight
when you
interviews.
said that, I said Daniel. I had just said Daniel
And
Cormier.
you were like,
Oh.
yeah, but who's he fighting?
Oh yeah. Anyway,
You
I
know
was
what?
right.
You
So-
know what's something that's even more funny that he said? So his last fight, he got gassed really easily. So they asked him like, "What are you doing now, like to prepare? Like, what are you doing for cardio?" And his response was that I'm fucking a lot.
He says it all the time.
Yeah.
All right. So parlay. How am I gonna win money?
So Cormier. Well, let's start at the bottom of that card because it's actually pretty. I mean, it's not that deep, but it's a decent card. So we'll just start do the main card. It's Derek Brunson versus Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya is a fucking like a phenom. Like, he came from the kickboxing world and he just fucking dudes up.
Okay, I don't really care about the lore. I just tell me who's gonna win.
I have my
You
money.
don't need a backstory.
I don't need a backstory. The
So-
backstory is not gonna win me money.
Israel Adesanya is the favorite at a minus 335, and Derek Brunson is the underdog at a plus
So who do I bet on?
255. I would bet on Israel, but since he's like the underdog or the favorite,
Doesn't matter. Okay, next fight
But if you're betting in a parlay,
in a parlay. So
Right.
if I was betting in a parlay, do I bet on that one?
yeah, I would go with
Okay,
with
start on that.
Israel.
Okay, next.
It's Carl Roberson, I'm sorry, versus Jack Marshman. Carl Roberson came out of the fucking contender.
I don't
like this is
know.
just he came out of the contender series, and Jack Marshman's
So
a
he's
nobody.
tough.
Yeah, they're pretty. This is kind of a weak fight, but I'll still give you odds. Carl Roberson, actually, is he even on this fucking thing? Yeah, Roberson is a minus 275, and Jack Marshman is a plus 215. So you can, I mean, I would say Roberson's probably gonna win just because I never heard of the other guy. But you never know. Just fucking flip a coin and
All right,
see
skip
which one
that
you
one.
want.
Next.
Derek Branch versus the Killer Gorilla, Cannoneer. What do you call it? So David Branch is actually very, skilled, and he was a champion in World Series of Fighting. He was a two-weight champion. So I would go with David Branch, and he is the favorite at a minus 380 versus Jared Cannonier, which is a plus 290. I would still probably put my money on Branch. I mean, that's why he's the favorite. We'll move on to the next fight. Chris Weidman versus Jacare Souza. This is going to be a great fight. Dude, this is so tough. I feel like Weidman, I would probably put my money on Weidman. He is the favorite, though, minus 175. Jacare is plus 145. But that's going to be a tough fight because, I mean, Jacare can win by submission easy. But then again, I mean, Chris Weidman is a former champion in that division, middleweight. So, I don't know. I'd still put my money on Weidman, personally. But these are all favorites. You're not really going to make a whole lot. Even in a
All right,
parlay.
how am I gonna make money then? Next one.
Last fight of the night, main event, Daniel Cormier versus Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is a fucking humongous underdog.
Really?
Yeah.
So if I want to make some money, I go all in on Derek Lewis.
I mean, if you want, I don't think he's gonna win.
Hey, his last fight, he was getting beat,
And he
then
knocked out.
He just knocked the guy out with what 10 seconds left.
Yes, no, a little more. I think it was a little more than that. But yeah, it was close. It was like almost at the end.
It was almost the end of the fight, and he just threw a haymaker and
He could knock out.
Closed his eyes, said a prayer, and just kadoosh.
Yep.
Knocked that other guy.
He
out.
could knock out Cormier easily, but I feel like he just won't get.
You don't see him landing that hit.
No, I don't.
Cormier's
Too skilled.
not dumb enough to fall for
Right.
it. He's probably gonna take him down,
Yeah.
wrestle him a little bit,
Yeah, just ground and
get him
pound.
tired. The same
Probably
thing,
submit him
the same thing he did with Francis Ngannou. Just,
or Anthony Johnson.
yeah,
You
get
know,
him on
just-
the ground,
Yeah,
tire him out.
pretty much.
Can't knock somebody out from the ground.
So yeah, Cormier is the favorite, a minus 700 favorite. That means you have to put down $700 to win 100.
That's where the money's at.
What?
Derek
Derek
Lewis?
Lewis, no, Cormier is the favorite at minus
That's
700.
what I'm saying. Like the money's
Derek Lewis is a plus 450.
That's where the money's at.
So
So if I bet 1,000 on Derek Lewis,
You'll win. 450 times 1,000.
yeah. Now that's big money.
450 times.
No, not
the
times 1,000. It'd be time because it's for $100 that you bet, you win 450. So do the math
it's
on that.
4.5 times.
Right,
So
4,500
that's not really that.
if you put down 1,000. Right?
Trying to
No,
remember.
it's got to be more than that, right?
40,000.
Maybe it's 40,000. I don't know. I'm not good at math. You're the ones. You're the math
do
ones
What
here.
is it? What's it for?
So for $100 that you bet,
Uh-huh.
you will. If he wins, you will win $450.
So if
So
Yeah,
if you
so-
put down 100, you will win 450.
Yeah. So if you put
If you put
1,000, you
1,000,
win 4,000.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
guess.
is. Yeah.
it's not that hard, Junker.
I can add it to the bet slip and we'll
You just-
find out.
Add it
no,
to the bet
you
slip.
just move the zeros over.
Hold on.
Alright.
We're gonna add to the bet slip
Okay.
because Bovada needs their cut.
You're right,
too.
4,500.
The tax man cometh.
4,500.
It's not very impressive.
That's pretty good though. You're not gonna find that big of a what do you call it?
That's the only time I've seen that big of a.
No, Cyborg versus what the fuck was it? The chick, the one they called her soccer mom, from Tanya
Tanya Evinger.
Evinger. That was a humongous gap. When Ronda fought
Holly
Holly Holm, I think Holly was a plus plus 2,000 or something crazy.
Damn, so people made out like a bandit.
Yeah, I don't remember what the odds were on that one here. I can look it up.
No,
but
that's fine. No, we believe you.
But dude, it was something really crazy because I mean at that time Ronda was unstoppable.
She was on a tear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was she undefeated up to that point?
she was. Well, so yeah, so here yeah 309. Holly, oh no, that's Holly Holm versus. She was a minus 12 or no. Actually, no, I guess it wasn't. Ronda was a minus 1250. Holly was a plus 825. I guess it wasn't that
That's
high.
still plus 825.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was something crazy. Even like Fabricio Verdum versus Fedor. Fabricio was a huge underdog, and he beat him. So anyway, so that's that. Go ahead and watch UFC 230. It's a pretty decent main card. Nothing crazy good, but decent enough.
That'll work.
It'll work, right, for a main card. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's move on, shall we, guys? Especially since running short on time here.
Yeah. How much longer do we have?
Motherfuckers, wake the fuck
A
up.
couple more segments. Go gripes, Tony.
All right. So my gripe is with these big companies that are fighting the right to repair.
Like Apple?
Apple, General Motors, and the most egregious one of them all. Actually, no. Well, Tesla's on that list too. But the most egregious, the ones who have the gall, the audacity to fuck over their one demographic is John Deere.
So, for those of us who don't know, present company excluded, what is the right to repair?
Basically, right to repair is if you buy a product, whether it's a car, electronic device, you have the right to have access to diagnostic information to repair it on your own, or if you choose to take it to a third party,
They can repair it.
they
for
can
you.
repair it if they will do it cheaper than obviously taking it to
The manufacturer.
So a lot of companies like Apple, John Deere, Tesla, GM are fighting that to where
shit.
basically if you break your iPhone, well, only Apple can fix it.
Yeah.
And they do that by they don't release any of their diagnostics tools. They basically try to keep everything as proprietary as possible.
Yeah.
And even though they do that, there's still people that you
Still
can
do it.
But they go as far as to implementing certain software upgrades and fixes so that if it detects any part in the phone that's not genuine Apple, your device will stop working. And they actually did that like not that long ago. There was an iOS update that would disable screens that weren't actual
Apple screens, yeah.
Apple screens, and they got a lot of shit for it, and they had to undo it. They ended up
And they also have that thing where, like, if your battery's like so old or whatever, like your shit starts slowing down. Apple has it in there, like iOS.
yeah. That
Like
was
degradation
that
of-
was a conspiracy for a while, planned obsolescence, and it turned out that it was actually they were doing that.
They
What
say
do-
they like throttle your battery to like.
No.
make up
When
for
your
the fact-
when your battery starts reaching a certain point of, like, degradation,
Like, yeah,
the
'cause-
phone starts slowing down.
Yeah.
So if you replace your battery, it'll actually
Yeah.
improve.
But they were also
No, yeah.
No, you're okay. We're talking about something else.
Oh.
Yes, you're right about that. But what I was referring to is that with every iOS update, it slows down older devices. It makes them run slower,
To compensate for the.
basically making
Yeah.
you forcing you to buy a new one. So yeah, they were caught doing that, and they paid. I mean, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the fine that they pay is pennies compared to like how much they made off forcing people to buy another
They're a
phone.
$1 trillion company.
So it's like they don't give a fuck. But and then Tesla's doing the same shit where like if you buy a Tesla, you can only get it repaired at
Tesla. For that, I would not that I agree with it, but I feel like that's a little more.
I wouldn't just take it to
Understandable.
my local Mexican and have him fix. If I was like,
I wouldn't let
But
a local Mexican touch a Tesla just because of the batteries and all the electrical parts.
and I don't want him to get his
Well,
dirty Mexican
'cause I feel
fingerprints
like-
on it.
that is true. That is true. That is true. You're right. But the problem with that is you can't just like call up Tesla and be like, hey, I need new struts or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Can I make an appointment? Sure. Next one's available is in 3 months.
Oh,
Yeah, it
really? Is
sucks.
that bad?
Okay, well, can I take it in? Yeah, because there's so few of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And
Like
so-
I said, I don't agree with it, but I would prefer that Tesla. I mean, more of like the electrical part of it because it's so unique.
yeah.
Like I wouldn't want a fucking Mexican dude just touching
Yeah,
it.
he's broke. Yeah, I know.
He's-
I know, Juan. It is broke. Can you do anything
Yep.
about it?
Well, I
No.
guess you're gonna wait 3 months. So there's a guy on YouTube that's awesome. He's like a rogue Tesla mechanic, and he basically just puts together like Teslas in his spare time. He basically buys salvaged Teslas and just salvages whatever parts are good, and he fixes up like other Teslas. And he's funny because like there's a video of him like actually calling Tesla. He actually bought a car that was a salvage car. I think it was in a flood. And he's like, oh, like all the cells are intact. They're actually good. It was just like some whatever he needed to change. So he's like, so he called up Tesla to buy the part. And they're like, okay, how can we help you? Like, oh yeah, I'm looking for part, yada yada. He gave him the part number and everything. He's like, okay, well, what's the VIN number? Once he gave him the VIN number, if that car is a salvage, Tesla will not sell you any parts. They're like, oh, we can't sell you any parts for that vehicle.
Damn.
So the only way for him to get that part was he had to go find another salvage Tesla that had that working part and just Frankenstein it.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it's cool because like in his video he shows like he has like a little like a warehouse.
Where does he find all these broken Teslas?
They're everywhere. People like because once people like if they crash them and it gets to the point where like I said like it'll take like 3 months for Tesla to give you an appointment to even look at it. They're like fuck it. They just
Scrap it.
scrap it. So this guy ends up like just buying. He buys them like just for the low and just salvages whatever parts he can. And he has like a warehouse full of just like all Tesla parts, like like the visors, headlights, like everything. And he says like yeah, like because Tesla's like they won't do it. They not only will they not sell you the part, but they will not authorize anyone else to do it. And so whatever. But then there's John Deere, who they have one demographic. Those are the farmers. So they figure let's fuck them over as hard as we can.
And also,
I mean, everybody else is fucking the farmers.
I guess so.
Why be any different?
I know, right? Why should John Deere be any different?
and also, if anybody can fix anything, it's like a hard-working farmer, right?
So like with John Deere, what they're doing is they basically, when you buy a new tractor, they basically lock all the like the PC components of it to where you can't get into it like and diagnose it yourself. So if basically like if the tractor breaks down, only John Deere can fix it, and they don't give you access to any of the diagnostic features, so that you can't even diagnose it yourself to see if it's something that you can just replace. Like you have to go to John Deere, you have to get it through John Deere. So it sucks because that gets expensive as fuck. So in Europe, like that's not allowed. You can't do that. You can't like you have to have that like open. You have to have that available to customers. So what people are doing in the U.S. is like they're flashing their firmware on their tractors with like firmware from like Ukraine or fucking Yugoslavia, and that allows them to have open access to all the diagnostics.
What's the
and
difference?
everything.
Language, or what?
Well, no, they can translate. They can get the translation. The difference is that firmware isn't locked to where, because here you plug it up to your computer or whatever. You can't. Nope. With if you have that firmware, you have access to like all the information. Like it'll tell you like all like oh, it needs this, or oh, this error code is this, or this error code is that. Like here, nope. So people are like, there's like a whole forum of like people showing like these farmers like how to fucking become hackers and shit. So can you imagine these fucking burly American farmers fucking on their laptops flashing BIOS updates or firmwares on their fucking tractors, so that
In Ukraine,
so they don't get fucked over. I think I don't know. It might be another country, but I know it's somewhere in Europe. Where, but I think it was Ukraine.
You know who's not doing that? Motorola. Motorola released repair kits for like not all their phones, but like a person, like certain phones of theirs. So you can just order from Motorola, and it comes with instructions, tools, and actually, like, for example, if you need like a screen repair kit, the screen repair kit will cost you like $60 or $70 with the screen, the tools you need to fix it, and like instructions on how to fix it.
Yeah, like actual from Motorola.
Yeah, from Motorola.
See, that's cool, and like I'm glad Motorola is doing it, but I feel like, I mean, when's the last time you've heard someone say, "Oh man, I can't wait to get the newest Motorola"? Yeah, exactly.
so does that mean that people are dumb and they just don't see the better deal, or do they like being told what to do by Apple?
People
People
are
are just sheep.
yeah, like Tony.
Because the thing is like, I mean, yeah,
I mean, you can't argue
You're
it.
not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like the Apple consumer is different from most consumers because they're not price conscious. Like that's why the guy that
It's just another word of saying stupid.
call it what you want, but yeah, like
It's like the same people. The Apple shoppers are like the Supreme shoppers,
yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah. They don't
like
they're,
the hype beasts.
they're not price conscious. That's why like when you go to an Apple store, you're not gonna find shit on sale. Everything is full price. Everything's retail, and everything's
And even like
overpriced.
when I used to work at Circuit City, the Apple had no discount. None of the Apple products had discounts. Like we would get discounts on like everything except
Yeah.
for Apple products.
and people
No employee discount.
yeah.
That's why I never bought anything from Apple.
That's why the former CEO of JCPenney came from Apple, and he
That's why I
tried
went out of business.
and he
I
tried
know
to,
JP's not out of business, right?
they're close, but
Montgomery Ward. That's what I was thinking.
but he tried to implement like a similar strategy.
Wasn't that the I read about that where it was like they just gave him a base price without any inflation.
Yeah.
Or,
So basically, they discounted every single item in the store at all times. So now every item was just at whatever it would be if it was on sale,
yeah.
instead of like doing coupons and promotions.
Oh, so everything was always on sale. Basically.
Everything was always on sale, and that was his theory, was like just have a unified price system, because he came from Apple, and that's what Apple does. Apple
Right.
has one base price across, no matter, like if you buy an iPhone from Best Buy, from
Amazon.
fucking Amazon,
It's always the same
directly
price.
from Apple, it's going to be the same price. The accessories, the same thing. Yeah, you might.
Well, you can get cheaper accessories if it's not if it's third party.
You might get here and there.
Third party accessories.
Accessories are maybe up in the air, but
But the accessories from Apple are
Yeah.
the same price.
Every
Same
once
price.
in a while, you could get a deal on it. Like they'll lower their price. a
Yeah,
little
for
bit.
for accessories because they have a higher margin, so they can kind of play around with it if the retailer chooses to. But so JCPenney tried this and customers hated it.
Yeah.
They were like, "Nope."
I think it was called the One True Price or some shit like that.
True price guarantee or something.
Yeah.
But customers hated it. They hated it to the point. See, and you want to talk about people that are stupid? You think Apple like shoppers are stupid? Again, the old school JCPenney are they're even fucking dumber because they're getting the lower price, but they don't want that. They want the feeling of getting a deal.
So they should just mark sale on everything at all times.
Yeah. So if they would have just put big sale stickers on everything,
Like, oh, okay.
okay.
Used to be
but
this price.
But he was trying to create a more like he wanted like a cleaner look,
He was trying to be transparent. Like,
and it backfired miserably.
and I think
That sounds
he got,
stupid.
He got fired.
He did. And the thing is, like, it is stupid, but you're dealing with an entirely different demographic
Right.
than
Then Apple.
people that
But
buy
purchase
Apple
Apple.
products. So
I have a question. Maybe I feel like Mamba would be able to answer this.
Don't ask me.
Okay.
Okay. What
ask
is
him
it?
Oh,
anyway.
What? Okay, so like I know we talk about Apple, but like and I
Are
mentioned
you talking
Supreme.
about Black Friday?
Supreme. No, Supreme.
Uh,
So why do kids? I'm talking about kids, not like millennials, like kids, like young kids. Why do they love Supreme all of a sudden? What?
well, it's not like kids, adults like.
No.
Supreme.
I know that adults do. I'm not talking about the adults. I'm talking about kids.
Like how
Kids
does-
that can't afford that. No, like little kids. Like like for example, middle school kids. Like my nephews. One of them is in high school. One of them is like a sophomore. The other one's a eighth grader.
I will tell you why.
It's the exclusivity.
That's
But
why.
they can't afford. They don't have jobs.
But that's what. But I'll
They
tell
can't
you,
pay for it. Their parents. My sister.
I know.
Definitely can't fucking afford it.
Yeah, but they're still enthralled by the brand, and that's because
But
of YouTube.
why?
Because of YouTube. They're probably
Oh,
watching
YouTube.
Yeah, they're probably watching fucking.
That makes sense.
Fucking PewDiePie puts on a Supreme hat or shirt. on
Does he?
Any of it? No, I'm saying if he
Oh.
does in any of his videos.
Who on YouTube, like big YouTubers, use or wear Supreme?
SoundCloud rappers.
No, I mean like things like these kids don't listen
Logan
to SoundCloud
Paul?
Raptor. Does he wear
Fucking
Supreme?
John, I'm sure they do. But even if it's not them, any like if you look at like any prominent YouTube figure like that does either fucking Twitch or whatever, if they wear anything Supreme, that's
Somebody's gonna want it.
They're gonna want it.
Yeah. When I was,
And like Mama said, the fact that it's so exclusive and so like limited, that just creates.
But the kids don't know that it's exclusive and limited.
They do once they try to look it up.
Maybe.
Once they try to get it, and they realize you can't have
Well,
it.
they can't get it because they don't have money.
Exactly, but they're
but they want. That's why
but they want it.
And it's always like the kids that I've seen that love Supreme are poor kids that can't.
Yeah.
Their parents can definitely not afford
Exactly,
not
but-
one Supreme item.
Exactly, but they want it because they can't have it. That's how kids are.
Stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
Do your sister? You have a young sister. Does she like Supreme?
no. My
So
sister.
she's a girl. I feel like it's boys. I feel like it's a boy thing.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah.
My sister.
understand
like,
why.
Whatever. The only thing she was like for her birthday last year or Christmas, I got her like, the band BTS, the Korean.
Yeah.
She just wanted BTS merch.
What about Thrasher? I see that's a big thing now. What's the big
I
deal with
haven't really seen
Thrasher?
it.
Thrasher is a skateboard company, but it's worn by people who don't even skateboard.
Right, my nephew wears it. He doesn't even. He
Kind of
can't
like
skateboard.
tap
Does he
out.
skate-
Tap out
he doesn't
was
skateboard.
being worn by people that don't fight.
Tap out was worn by people who want you to think they could fight.
Yeah.
What about what was the other
Affliction.
one? Affliction.
Yeah.
I
I
have
know
an
that company still exists.
yeah, I have an Affliction shirt, but it's I bought it because it was George St. Pierre's walkout shirt. That's the only reason I bought it.
What was I gonna say? You said your nephew doesn't.
He likes Thrasher. No, he doesn't.
But he doesn't
He
skateboard?
has like two or three different Thrasher like items.
But he
Yeah,
doesn't skateboard.
No,
It's because somebody like Little Uzi wears a Thrasher
Oh.
shirt. I don't think Little Uzi skateboards either.
yeah,
I mean, he's a kid. When I was a kid,
I still talk shit to him.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
make fun of it. Tell him like
I make fun of his hair because he likes having like long hair. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Like
It's like
emo?
some weird. It's not emo because it's not emo now. It's different now. Now it's like cool, or not maybe not cool, but like it's in.
What I learned is that
But I call him. I say that. I tell him to cut his hair because
I make fun of kids for doing weird shit. But I was like, when I was a kid, I probably did weird shit.
Well, when I was a kid, like starter was what was
That
in.
was the
yeah.
shit.
Jordans. Well, Jordans are
Dude.
still in, but back then,
You know what was
when Jordan was actually playing,
You know what my
it was a
favorite-
different story.
You know what my favorite brand was back in the day was the hotness. Fucking British Knights.
Oh yeah,
I was a fan of ponies because at a Foot Locker they would have them like buy one get one free.
see, I never had. So like, I wore once. My sister had a starter jacket, a leather starter jacket. It was actually really nice. Well, at the time it was nice. Probably not nice now, but at the time it was really nice. And I remember wearing that to school one day, and I thought I was the coolest fucking kid in school because all my friends had starter. They all had Jordans. They all had jerseys because basketball jerseys back then were the fucking shit.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Penny Hardaway jerseys.
Yep.
Who else was big back then? Obviously Jordan, Pippen.
O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal
Iverson.
jerseys. Iverson wasn't real. No, because that was after. That was before.
that
Iverson
was
wasn't even in the league at the time.
Oh, when you're
But
a little
Pippen,
kid.
Jordan,
Yeah, when I was a little kid.
any of the Bulls actually at
Yeah.
the time was like, you could wear a fucking Steve
Dude,
Kerr
I got
jersey,
a
cool.
black Pippen jersey for Christmas from my uncle. I thought I was the happiest kid alive. Because I was like, oh my god, finally I'm like one of my friends. You know, I couldn't, not that I couldn't afford my parents could afford it, but they just didn't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
They just didn't like give a fuck.
Plus
Like
they
I said,
really-
I asked my dad for Jordans one year. I remember.
Yeah.
I asked my dad for Jordans, and we went to the Nike store downtown.
Oh.
Because he worked downtown. So like I had gone to work with him. We went just walking around downtown, and we went to the Nike store, and he asked the clerk for Jordans, like in my size, and he was gonna buy them for me. They didn't have any.
Yeah, wow.
They didn't have any in my size,
How the
and
damn.
and
Like, oh, well, you had your chance.
pretty much. And after that, that was the closest I ever got to buying Jordans. To this day, I've never owned a pair of Jordans because, well, now I can afford them. I just don't want to spend the money on them.
That link that you gave me to the AliExpress store, it already got closed down.
Did it?
Yeah.
It was too
I got
legit.
another one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Let me get it.
I
I'll
hook it
get
up
it too.
because that one looked too legit. Maybe that's why.
I need a new one because these are like 5 years old and they're starting to fall apart.
Are those real? Those are real.
Yeah,
right?
these are real.
yeah.
These are the ones I got drunk in New Orleans and bought a pair.
Nice.
Uh,
Well, 5 years. That's good, man. That's,
5 years is a good. I mean, I could still wear them. They're just they've
Yeah,
already
get,
scuffed
get,
up.
get some Rejuvenator.
Oh
You're
yeah,
Gucci.
yeah.
But anyway, so I now I'm thinking about buying maybe a fake pair of Jordans. Even though I refuse to spend like
I love fake
100.
shit. Like I like Supreme.
Yeah.
I hate Supreme prices.
But
so,
I'll buy a fake shirt.
I won't
will
buy
buy-
a fake Supreme shirt because I'm
You
not a
wouldn't?
fuck boy.
So
But they're so easy to make.
I don't care.
It's like
I can make one right now.
yeah, exactly.
I could just go print out a Supreme and make a sticker out of
yeah,
it
you can,
exactly. Why wouldn't
and
you?
just throw it on a shirt.
Nobody's gonna
Iron
know.
on.
and no one would know.
They're just white. They're like white shirts, right?
And I think at this point, a company like Supreme, they see how people are reacting to stuff, so they start making shit as a troll. Like when they started making
The shovel. They have a shovel.
They have a Supreme brick.
Brick.
Yeah.
That was on.
It's just a brick.
Remember those Supreme
for
fucking
$90, and the
Yeah.
shit sold out.
the Supreme bus or transit cards?
The Metro
Oh,
cards.
yeah,
Metro
yeah,
cards
yeah.
from fucking New York.
They had to shut down the fucking the station because people were just. There was a crowd, like a mob. They're just waiting for them the people
refill the machine
to
or
refill
some
the
shit.
machine.
So I think they know that like it's ridiculous. People like their stuff so much, so they just make whatever.
And what I don't understand is how it got so big. Do you know the story behind it? How did it blow up to be so popular amongst that group of people?
Yeah, I don't know like the actual lore. That's a good question.
Yeah. Do some research, Mamba. Come back to
I
us.
think it started off like being worn by skateboarders. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a New York company, and then all the cool people wearing it, and they probably started making it more and more exclusive. Like I don't think
I think what started it was like I'm just theorizing here. Maybe it was like because they do a lot of collabs.
yeah.
Maybe they did like one collab at one point that kind of like blew
they,
them up,
They do have some good collabs.
and ever since then, like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, like people are just like, when's the next one, and it just came from there. Because they did do a Supreme. Was it a Jordan one that was pretty good?
They do Supreme shoes every so often, and those like sell out pretty quickly.
everything sells out pretty quickly.
But yeah, stuff. Companies they come up, make a name for themselves, and people go crazy.
Starter. They're not even around anymore.
Did you see how Supreme stole that logo from the farmers, that one farming company? So what happened was Supreme came out with this hat, and the logo was basically a straight ripoff of this one company that is agricultural farming company. So this company found out, and they're like, and so they did their own like photo shoot, their own like lookbook, with like using like actual farmers. Look it up, Junkyard. Look up Supreme Farmers. It was hilarious.
It's gonna be a farmer
I thought I tagged you in this. I'm pretty sure I right there. A group of farmers trolled Supreme with a fake lookbook.
Should I click on the link?
Yeah, you can click on the link. You didn't see it, Mambo?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
When I posted it, I at you.
Oh, did you?
So that logo, you see that the logo,
with
the
the
cloud.
clouds?
Yeah, that's actually like a logo from that farming company or whatever. And they're like, and someone like told me, hey, someone just straight up ganked your logo.
So
And-
what is that exactly what it looked like?
Yeah, that's the actual hat.
Oh,
But their logo, like if you scroll down, I think it might show it. Like you might be able to see like, yeah, but see that's the actual hat.
it's a Supreme. It's got like chicken on it. Where's the?
That farmer's fresh as fuck.
So they have a whole gallery of these farmers looking just fresh as fuck, dude. Like all decked out in Supreme gear.
Yeah. See, like, I'm not even a farmer, and I want to buy this stuff now.
Look at that.
Damn, look at him.
Dude, it actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Hopefully, that's me in the future.
Yeah, that's gonna be you. I thought I tagged you in this, Mamba. This was like
Where's the?
like a month
obviously
ago.
the original logo.
That one,
If
go
you
down.
read from the beginning, it might tell you. Right there, Farmland Foods. Oh, the meat company. Look up Farmland Foods, and you'll see like their logo.
So basically, Supreme took their logo. So in response, Farmland Foods.
Ah, fuck! I closed it.
So in response, Farmland
is
Foods.
like we're gonna do our own.
Yeah, and did people eat it up?
People loved it. I don't know whatever happened. I don't think. I don't know if like Supreme ever responded to it.
They probably didn't.
They probably didn't give a fuck. Look it up, Junkyard.
Look at what?
Farmland Foods. You have it in your clipboard.
No, it was in my clipboard. It was I did a direct search, but I accidentally closed it.
Okay, well then, can you reopen it?
No, because it's
You don't have enough memory, bandwidth. What?
No, nothing. I just can't. I have to go search for it again. We're running out of time. Don't you want to get out of
All you
here?
gotta do is type Farmland Foods. It's
Anyway,
not
that was the end of Tony's
it's not,
gripe.
it's not that complicated.
I'll look it up right now. Let Mama do his gripe.
I don't. Tony took enough time for the both of us, so I don't think I have a gripe anyway.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck
I had a good one, but I forgot it.
Okay, well, I have a gripe.
I look it up while you're looking up. While you talk about your
So, my gripe is with the Commander-in-Chief, POTUS,
How can you possibly have a gripe
Donald Trump.
with our Führer in chief?
Our
How dare
Führer
you?
in chief.
How dare you?
So, my gripe is with this whole thing about him trying to rescind or change the 14th Amendment.
Oh yeah, he's like, nope, 14th Amendment. Right there, click on the first one.
So, like, I guess my gripe more is like, I don't know. I have a lot. I guess I have a lot of gripes. But for those of you who haven't heard, Trump is talking about getting rid of the.
Oh
see
yeah, I
it.
see. Instead of saying farmland, it
They
says
just put Supreme.
Yeah.
So
It's the exact same logo except with
like it's not even like a variation of it.
it's the exact thing. It says
Like,
same
it's
farmland.
like
It says
someone just
Supreme.
like right click, copied,
Just put it right there.
paste. Yeah.
Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, he wants to change it so that the 14th Amendment. So like now, people who are born in the U.S., well, if they're illegal immigrants
Of immigrant parents.
or of immigrant parents that aren't citizens, will not be
naturalized. They won't
not
be
be
citizens.
yeah, they won't be citizens.
So if you have two parents that are both
Immigrants.
illegal, they're both illegal immigrants,
Right.
And they have a child here in the U.S., that
Right.
child will not be.
So no
Right.
anchor babies.
No,
No more
so
anchor
Tony
babies.
would, if that was in place right now, Tony would not
I
be
would
a citizen.
definitely not. Nope.
Your parents weren't illegal, were they?
Who, mine
My parents were.
or his?
Oh, your parents.
So
were.
I'm an anchor baby.
I'm half an anchor baby because my mom was illegal when she came. My dad was legal.
I'm gonna.
So you're an anchors up baby, not fully anchored. You're
Well, I was technically not even the anchor baby because my oldest sister would have been the anchor baby. I'm the third.
oh, okay.
So like,
So you're the insurance anchor.
yeah, pretty much. I'm just like the nail in the coffin
What about
anchor.
you, Mamba? You an anchor baby?
no.
Are your parents anchor babies?
No. Maybe I don't know. I haven't really asked my grandparents, but
You don't. No, your parents. Or your parents.
my parents. No, my mom was born here.
Oh, so then yeah. So.
No, but that's the whole point. If you're born here, but you're
So you don't know if your grandparents were.
I don't know if they're illegal. I don't think they were. And if they were, I don't think my grandfather would admit it.
Oh, I mean, he won't even tell you where he lives.
Yeah.
So
no, that was a grandfather on your dad's side.
Yeah, but my other grandfather is pretty stubborn, so
Oh.
he probably.
Do you know where he lives?
Do I know? Yeah, I know where he lives. He lives in Mexico.
You should get both your grandparents together,
Uh-huh.
or both your grandfathers, and then like start a discussion about places where like you live and immigration, and see who actually talks, who actually says something,
They
or see
probably
who's more stubborn out of the
they
two.
probably won't say anything because they think I'm a trick.
A Mark
Yeah,
Marquez
Marquez
trick.
trick.
Anyway, so yeah, he wants to like change the 14th Amendment, and I mean, as a son of immigrants, that boils my blood,
It grinds your gears.
grinds my gears, and what really pisses me off though.
Isn't Trump also the son of fucking immigrants?
Yeah. But what really pisses me off isn't necessarily that. It's that the same people that are for this are against like changing the Second Amendment. Or they're always not necessarily changing it, because I don't think anybody's ever said let's change it. They just said let's put more restrictions on
But they
gun control.
They feel that
But
they feel that any attack.
It's my God-given right.
Any-
It's a Second Amendment. It's
any-
amendment. It's an
It's the
amendment. It's an amendment.
Constitution.
It's
It's
in
a
the Constitution.
constitutional right.
Right. That's all. That's everybody's. It's always their argument.
Is
That's
it-
any gun lover's argument.
It's a constitutional right.
Right.
Even though,
But when it comes to this, no. As long as it ain't the Second Amendment.
yeah, he's like, hey, they're all like, that's why pencils have erasers, right?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, the Constitution's a little fluid.
yeah.
It could be changed, but nope. And then Trump just wants to like put down executive orders to like change shit. Like he doesn't like, Obama was guilty of it too. So I understand like that side of it, but still like it's not like it's just a small thing. It's like a large thing. Like an amendment from the Constitution is different than like an executive order to like block certain countries from coming in the United States. I was against that too, like his whole block against certain Middle Eastern countries from coming in. But that's different. There's nothing in the Constitution that says you're allowed to come in from Saudi Arabia. Well, Saudi Arabia was in the countries, but as an example. But this is a fucking, this is in the Constitution. It's basically a right, like, and people, I know people like to say like, oh, well, it was made for slaves because, slaves weren't citizens and they had kids, so their kids could become citizens. I'm like, you can say the same shit about the Second Amendment. Second Amendment was made for fucking
Muskets
and shit. Like, they didn't think we had fucking,
You had to carry out gunpowder.
Yeah.
yeah,
load
you
your
didn't have
gun.
AK-47s at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Reloading was a great inconvenience back then. It was.
Like, you could say the same shit, and it just really fucking it's very upsetting. I just think it's stupid. And then now, especially now, and I think this comes up now that the whole the caravan of immigrants coming down from Honduras, like
Coming up.
coming up is what I meant. Yeah, like, dude, like people complain about that too, and it's like, what are they coming up here for? It's like, well, they're coming to seek asylum. Why don't well, they don't have to come up for that. Well, yeah, they do. Like that's actually in the law. Like, in order for you to claim asylum, you have to be at a port of entry and claim asylum.
You can't claim asylum.
You can't claim asylum from fucking
where you
Honduras.
are, yeah.
You can't do it at an embassy. You can't do it at a consulate.
You can't go online and just like claim them.
Yeah. You have to be here to do it.
Yeah.
Hence why they're fucking coming here.
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen The Simpsons when Homer runs to church? Sanctuary.
Yeah, section. I regret teaching him that word. Or whoever. Oh, Reverend Loveler, right? He was like, I regret teaching him that word.
Yep. Sanctuary.
So, yeah, they're fucking seeking asylum from their shithole. Like, dude, it's terrible over there. Like, of course, they want to come here for a better life. Like, isn't that what we're here for? Like, are we always, as Americans, we always say how great freedom is, but like,
It's great for us.
it's great for us, but it's not
but
great
not
for them.
anyone else.
Right.
And we want to keep it that way.
It's great for the fair-skinned folks. That's who freedom's really for.
And some guy did the math on here about the people that are seeking asylum. So because I watched this video, he was saying like it'll cost, like, he's like, who's gonna pay? Like, people always say, who's gonna pay for all these people seeking asylum? Well, obviously, I mean that's obvious. We are the taxpayers. And how much will it cost? $500 million. So that sounds like a lot of money, right? $500 million.
How big is
for
this
some-
caravan?
It's pretty fucking big. A couple 100,000 people,
So $500
or
million.
thousands of people.
Well, let's say half a
not
billion.
100,000, thousands of people.
How much are we spending?
$500 million.
How much have we spent on Space Force?
I don't think anything yet, but yet, but you know how much it costs to have. Remember those the whole like conspiracy thing with, not the conspiracy, but like the whole like uproar about the kids being in cages, being separated from their families.
Yeah.
Do you know how much they spent on that?
$500 million.
No, I think that cost them something like around like $2 billion. or no, maybe I think it was more than that. Maybe it's like 12 billion. It was a high, way
No
higher
way.
number. I can look it up. It was a pretty high number,
It costs $12 billion to keep kids in cages.
something like that. It was something crazy, something like way more than you would expect. So it's not even.
I'm no fence expert, but it's just metal wiring, right?
Well, plus you had to feed those kids, and you needed
All right.
you needed personnel to.
You buy them Lunchables.
hold them in the cages.
Lunchables are like $1.
Yeah, you go to Aldi, you get those off-brand Lunchables.
Oh yeah.
$775 per person, $298 per month. So tent city, migrant kids, tent cities. Hold on, let me see how much the actual total was. But they spent like a crazy amount of money.
Weird, because if it's that much per day,
Right. 458 million for. Hold on, that was only for like.
so that's already $500 million almost.
Well, yeah, but that
For-
was only
just-
for a
just-
part.
ju-
That
just
wasn't
for
even.
part
That
of it,
wasn't
yeah.
even like the whole time.
No, keep ad blocker on. Fuck you, CNBC. I fucking hate when websites do
Oh
that
no,
shit.
that's just a nonprofit.
Do you want to keep ad blocker on? Fuck yeah, I do. Oh, you have to whitelist us. Oh, I'm going to another site. I don't need
1.5 billion?
whatever you have. I'm sure I can find somewhere else.
It was 1.5 billion.
In the span of how long?
A few years, or no? The issue of 1.5 billion between 24. I think it's through 2 years. No,
That's a
4
lot
years.
of money. I could take care.
I
of...
say give them all asylum.
It was more than that because
Get them working.
I remember it being more
and
than
get 'em
$2
to
million.
start paying taxes,
Yeah, get them to start paying taxes.
and then there you go.
Start contributing.
Have them start contributing to the cause.
But anyway, that's what's going to end up happening anyway. Like you're only in asylum for a short period of time, and it's going to be less than what it was for what they did here. And I mean that's the whole thing. Like, and you give these people a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just ridiculous how, like, especially with the president and all the fucking the sheep that are behind him. Like they're and like a lot of, and like Tony posted this thing about how many immigrant children of immigrants are going to be for this, which is how many do you think are going to be for it? A lot. Look at Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a Republican. I mean, he's not for Trump because he's running against him, but
Are you
he
sure?
he was born in Canada. Yeah, he was born in Canada.
Is he?
Yeah.
Google that. Ted Cruz is a walking punchline.
That guy just needs to just quit. Like, oh man.
Calgary, Canada. What's his real? Can you Google Ted Cruz's real name? Because I heard that he was talking shit about Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Raphael Edward Cruz.
Yeah. So that's why that article was like it's like Raphael Ted Cruz accusing Beto of changing his name
To pander?
I was like, this could not have been a more perfect headline.
It wasn't even an Onion article, right? It was
No, it wasn't. I thought it was.
that was pretty funny.
But anyway, so I don't know. That's I guess that's all I have to say. That's my grade. Of like, let's fucking calm the fuck down, and help, or let's not stop or try to stop this our freedom from spreading across, our neighbors. I guess that's my grade.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
The idea of freedom has been dead for a long time.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, my husband of 20 years, Jerry, recently learned about an old girlfriend's death.
Oh.
A Facebook friend informed him about it. The message arrived late at night while I was sleeping, and he woke me to tell me the news. He is now receiving condolences from friends that he is responding to as though he were grieving.
Damn.
Tony and Mamba,
Why would he be grieving?
the old girlfriend and my husband split up on very bad terms. She not only cheated on him, but gave him an STD.
And that is something that he would keep with him forever.
I am
No one can
appalled.
take that away.
I am appalled
Unless it's a treatable STD, then they could take that away.
and feel hurt that this is happening. Friends of mine are surprised and suspicious about it. I confronted my husband and asked him if the situation were reversed and I were the one who died and an old flame started receiving condolences, how would he feel? Jerry said it wouldn't bother him. Is it normal to send condolences to old flames? Deathly confused in Texas.
Was she's upset because people are sending him condolences?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm so sorry this person died.
Okay, then why? He can't control that shit.
No, but I guess it's more like they make it seem like he's grieving.
I mean, obviously the ex is no longer roaming this earth, so that's less competition.
Yeah, why is she worried?
That's one less person she has to worry about.
You know how many?
She's jealous of this, of I guess of the the dead ex-girlfriend.
You know how many women would want their husband,
That is pettiness to
husband's
its extreme.
ex-girlfriends to be dead?
Yeah.
They're there already. Congrats.
But she's upset that he is taking credit for like her death, I guess.
No,
like,
he's taking condolences.
right. Well, yeah, but like he's taking like the
Well, what is he supposed
the emotional credit, if that makes any sense.
What is he supposed to say? Like, like what
like,
does he say?
like that's like, oh, I'm glad that bitch died. I don't
yeah,
know.
like
Yeah.
good.
Like if someone sends a message like, "Hey, I'm so sorry about that this person died," what's he supposed to say? Like, I don't give a fuck about her.
Yeah. You were supposed to pull a junkyard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She got leukemia. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
That bitch had it coming.
The bitch.
Yeah, she needs to get over it.
Yeah, this lady sounds like a total bee.
So is that what do you say? Just get over it.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it.
Get over it. She's not coming back.
She's not coming back. She's dead. And it's not like he's entertaining. It's not like he's wailing and
Crying.
He's probably just saying, "Oh, thanks."
Yep.
All right.
The normal thing you're supposed to say to a
Yeah,
condolence.
when someone says condolences for this person dying.
Thanks. I'm very sad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds good enough.
That'd be funny. Like I'm glad every time somebody says, "I'm sorry," I'm so sorry. Like I'm glad she gave me an STD.
That bitch gave me the fucking herpes.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's dead.
They gave me the clap. We get right in hell for all I care.
Anyway, one last thing before we go. A Halloween thing. I want to talk really quickly about our favorite vampire movies. Give me your top five vampire movies.
top five.
Breaking Dawn, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Interview with a Vampire, Underworld 2. That's 5.
Those were terrible. A bunch of those were terrible.
You might as well have just said Vampire in Brooklyn.
Hey, but I think everything except for Buffy and Interview with the Vampire were terrible. Everything else you
Have you
mentioned.
seen Twilight? Dude, it's fucking great.
This is terrible. Mamba, top 5
Dude, they
vampire movies.
glisten. The vampires glisten in the
All
sun.
right, top 5. Probably number 1 is From Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay.
That is a good one.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, I have a lot of. I was gonna say that's too many, but that's not enough. From Dusk Till Dawn, fucking The Lost Boys,
Dracula 2000.
Trick,
What about Rockula?
Blackula,
Queen of the Damned.
Actually, that one was
Caligula?
bad, but it's From Dusk Till Dawn, Lost Boys, Let the Right One In, or Let Me In. Either one.
Oh, is that the one with that Swedish?
Yeah.
There's 2 versions.
Boring.
That movie was fucking great. I don't know what you're talking
Boring.
We watched that together, didn't we?
Yeah, it was
Blu-ray?
a fucking snooze
about. That movie
fest.
was great. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it because you have to read subtitles?
I'm a huge anime fan. I'm all about subtitles. I prefer to watch movies with subtitles, and that movie was a snooze fest. I'd rather watch La La Land.
What else? I'm gonna
He's such a dick.
keep saying inflammatory.
You know what?
shit.
I'd rather watch First Man.
That was
wasn't a
okay.
That
terrible
was
movie.
decent. That was decent. But I would watch. I would watch I would watch either of those movies before I watched. Fuck, I watched the entire Twilight series before I watched.
Well, yeah, you love Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't boring.
I mean,
Dude, that was a fucking snooze fest. There was like no action. Whatever plot points they did
okay,
have, it
why'd
was
you have to say
fucking.
anything? Not gonna have to argue.
I didn't say
Boring.
that. You're the
There
one
was
saying.
no. So for
You
those
picked
who
the
don't know,
movie.
Let the Right One In. It was like a Northern Europe, a Swedish vampire movie.
Mm-hmm.
They made a remake,
called Let Me In
Let Me In
with
with
Abigail Breslin.
no, it
Or no,
was
not Abigail.
Chloe Moretz.
Chloe Moretz. Yeah, sorry.
Anyways,
I get
I
the-
like either one of them. But it's a story of a little girl who's a vampire, and she
meets a little boy.
befriends.
That's-
She befriends a little boy who's bullied and lonely.
Yeah.
And it's almost like not a love story because they're kids, but they're both
Friendship.
lonely and they
Yeah.
find each other.
Yeah.
And it's not so much a horror movie. It's more. I mean, there's horror elements.
Right.
It just happened to be two kids becoming friends. It's like a coming of age story. Just one of them happens to.
I would call it a coming of age story. I enjoyed the movie. I'm not.
Yeah.
saying
I
it's
don't know
bad.
what the fuck this guy's talking
But-
about, but he's making. Oh, you're just making me so upset.
It was
a good movie.
It was aight.
If you're listening to this podcast and you want to like Halloween isn't over for you, it's on Netflix. Just
Is
watch.
it?
Let me. Yeah.
If you're listening to this show, and if you're up late at night and you just can't sleep, put on that movie. You're gonna go to sleep in 20 minutes.
So you said, so Let Me In or Let the Right One In.
No, it's okay.
Dusk Till
From
Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn, Lost Boys, Let the Right One In, 30 Days a Night.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That
That's
was
on
a
my
good
list
one.
too.
Josh Hartnett.
Near Dark. That's another.
Right.
I haven't seen
That's
that
5.
That's 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, I'll put that to 5. I'm sure there's other ones that I'm not thinking about right now, but those are pretty good.
These are my 5, not in any particular order.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. 30 Days a Night. Those two are on there. John Carpenter's Vampires. I fucking love that movie.
No way.
Dude, I fucking
With-
love that movie.
With
James
James
Woods.
Woods.
That movie's
And-
fantastic.
Oh, I was thinking about the sequel with John Bon Jovi.
no, not that
but
one. That's the
That's
first
one of your
James Woods.
favorite movies?
Well, man, vampire movies. Yeah.
I want to watch a trailer to this right now because it's so ridiculous.
You want me to put it up?
Yeah. Will we get pulled?
Oh, we might.
Okay, we'll watch it afterwards.
Anyway, so yeah,
So vampire.
Lost Boys. What did I say?
30 Days a Night.
30 Days a Night.
Vampires.
John Carpenter's Vampires. That's what it's called. That's
Oh,
the actual
excuse
name.
the fuck out of me.
John Carpenter's Vampires. There's so many other vampire movies I like. What are the other two? I had another two.
Also, there was another one that I liked with William Dafoe. No, not William Dafoe. Yeah, it was William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Blade Trinity.
Daylight. No.
No, he played Nosferatu.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Daylight with Ethan.
What about
Oh,
Blade
yeah.
Trinity?
No, that was terrible.
fucking
The
great.
first Blade is not terrible. I enjoyed the first Blade, but I
Well, the third
don't
one?
think it'd be top 5. No, the second one was okay. I probably would say Dusk Till Dawn. I think that's probably the fourth one. There's gotta be one more though. It wouldn't be Let the Right One In.
Of course not. It's fucking trash.
Fuck you.
You know what? I'm gonna give it another go.
I don't care what.
I'm gonna give it another go.
I don't care what you do.
I'm gonna give it another go, Mamba.
Because no matter what
Because
you say.
because
Hold on.
obviously you think
I'm gonna
highly of
look
this
it up.
movie for whatever reason.
Go through the list.
I
Look at that. Let the Right One In. One of the best movies. Oh,
No,
that's
yeah.
it. That's it right there. Shadow of the Vampire with William Dafoe and John Malkovich.
Yeah, I'm just, Buffy was a good movie. I'll give you that. but I
Fright
don't-
Night. I forgot about
Fright
Fright
Night was good. Yeah, but I don't know
Salem
if they're
Lot.
5.
Salem's Lot was good. Van Helsing, probably the best one on that list. Are you going too fast, Junker? Oh, how can I forget
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. That movie was great.
All right, I guess I'll go with there's
Dracula 2000. That's on there. Mm-hmm.
Dracula 2000. No, I guess for my 5th. Oh, Daybreakers. That's what I was talking about. Not Daylight. Daybreakers.
I heard that one was pretty good. Thirst. It's a Korean vampire movie.
Underworld, clearly.
I'd say Interview with the Vampire. That's got to be my 5th one. I really enjoyed that movie with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. So those are my top 5. Interview with the Vampire, 30 Days a Night, Lost Boys, Dusk Till Dawn, and John Carpenter's Vampires.
Was Vampires is on that list?
It's just vampire movies. It's not like the
Oh,
best.
okay. I thought it was ranking.
You want to do Colliders?
Oh, how could
25
I
best?
forget about Bram Stoker's Dracula?
I didn't really like that movie.
What? Okay, I'll take off Let the Right One In and put in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I
What?
agree with that.
I'll take off Let the Right One In and put in Bram Stoker's Dracula
Why?
instead. Because
So-
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Fright Night.
So according to Collider, top 25, Fright Night.
Don't
is-
go down the whole list. Just go
Alright.
top 5.
I don't know if I can go to top 5. Hold on.
Is it one of those where you
No,
have
you gotta go up. It's a
I think you
slideshow.
have
You
to-
gotta,
yeah.
you gotta like, click.
slideshow? Fuck you and your clickbait.
Yeah, because each one has like
No,
separate.
that's how it
Oh,
looks.
it's just I forgot.
Vampires is
Your
24.
internet's just shit slow.
No, it's just this page. Byzantium,
I never heard of that.
Ooh, who that?
summer 23.
All right, put that on my list.
Thirst.
That's the Korean
That's the
one.
Korean one. It's 22.
I think that's the guy who directed Old Boy.
What
so
We
I
Do
should
in the Shadows.
That movie is
what
hilarious.
The fuck is that?
It's a comedy.
Really?
It's hilarious.
Fright Night. Oh, this is the new Fright Night though. Not the old Fright Night was 25. The new one with
Is that Colin Farrell?
yeah. Actually, it was not a terrible movie. It was. I
heard
enjoyed
it.
it.
Was all right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Rest in peace, Anton Yelchin. Ganja and Hess is number 19. I don't know what the fuck that is. Dracula, Pages from a Virgin Diary is 18. I never heard of that one. That one's from 2002.
That's Junker's Diary.
Get him off, you dog.
Whatever. 1988, number 17. Vampire's Kiss.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
That's got to be a good
Oh,
one.
what about Once Bitten?
Oh, with Jim Carrey. That's a good movie.
There's another 80s vampire movie I like. Oh no, top 5. I'm gonna remove Interview with the Vampire. Here's an 80s movie. Probably one of my favorite vampire movies of all time. You guys probably have never seen it. My Best Friend is a Vampire.
I've never seen it.
That's one of my top 5.
Keep
Best
going
Friend.
on, keep going.
It's a cheesy 80s movie, but it's fucking fantastic. Best Friend's a Vampire.
Daughters of Darkness.
Daughters of Darkness, number 16.
Yeah, it was in the 70s. Probably lame.
Naja, number 15. I've heard of that. Have you heard of it, Mamba?
No.
Blade, number 14.
Look at that.
Probably best soundtrack.
I don't know about that. Best vampire soundtrack,
Yeah.
probably. 13, From Dusk Till Dawn.
That deserves to be
It's
number
kind of low.
number one.
Martin, number 12, like the show with Mike Lawrence. Oh, it's a George A. Romero.
Oh.
Blood for Dracula, number 11. Shadow of a Vampire.
That's
A new one, 2000.
That's William Dafoe right there.
Yeah, number 10.
That was
Wasn't that just like not a documentary, but wasn't it about the
it
Nosferatu?
was like, yeah, it was like them filming
Right,
Nosferatu, and
yeah.
he happened to be a real vampire.
Oh, okay. Number 9, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
There you go. That one's great.
Number 8, Blade 2.
Blade 2. What the fuck?
Look at that.
Blade 2 was not bad. I actually really
It
enjoyed Blade 2.
wasn't bad.
That
but
the chick was really fucking hot from Blade 2. I don't remember her name.
I don't know.
She was
either,
hot as
but-
fuck.
Oh, you know why it was probably good? It was directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Blade 2.
Oh.
Number 7, The Addiction.
I never heard of that.
Me neither. But it looks creepy. Look at this fucking. It's from 1995.
How much do you want to bet that Let the Right One In is going to be number one?
Number 6, Only
I heard about that movie.
Only Lovers Left Alive. Never heard of it.
I should probably check it out. It's with Loki.
Tom Hiddleston.
It's with
yeah.
Loki and the
and
Ancient
Tilda
One.
Swinton. Number 5, Nosferatu the Vampire. This was from 1979. This is not the original Nosferatu.
I think anything before 1980 should just not even be on this list.
Why? Just because you haven't
It's
watched
fucking
it?
old. What is it?
1987, Near Dark.
Show me some
number
new
4.
shit. Show me some new shit.
Shout,
You think Lost Boys will be on here?
Rest in peace. It should be. I don't know why.
Number
it's not.
3, Dracula. From
I don't know why.
1931, Tony.
Ugh.
I don't know why Blade 2 is on here and not Lost Boys.
Number 2, Let the Right One In.
Yeah.
2008.
They know what they're talking about in this fucking. Shout out to Collider.
But 10 seconds ago, why the fuck is Blade? Fuck this
What's
list.
number 1, guys? Number 1,
If it,
From-
Well, which one haven't we, has
Lost Boys. That's
Lost
the only.
Boys.
Lost Boys. Interview with the Vampire is not on there.
That's
I
not
doubt
in
that's
there.
number one.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
You're the one with the fucking.
No, I need you guys to do with your head.
Not neither.
It's not.
Nosferatu from 1922 is number 1.
That's
The fuck?
That's weird.
I
That's
haven't
a
seen it.
really weird list.
This is from Collider, top 25 vampire movies.
They had some weird choices. I mean, they obviously had some movies on there I never heard about, but the fact that you had Blade 2 in the top 10,
is a disgrace.
yeah. Not that it was a bad movie. It just
A jolt from my electrodes.
All right, like us on Facebook. Facebook.com.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Shoot us an email on newkidsonthepod@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail 774-40-NKOTP. Mamba?
in a world full of
Great vampire movies.
great vampires. Don't watch any of the ones that Tony suggested.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll be back next week. We were almost not up this week because Tony wasn't going to be here, but we were.
But he powered through.
But he powered through like a true champ. Let's give Tony a round of applause, everybody.
He deserves that.
He does deserve it.
Sometimes you got to give recognition where recognition is
I am
due.
not Visa or MasterCard, but I will give credit where credit is due. So
Don't do that. Don't make that noise like you're pleased with this punch. Like you made some sacrifice.
anyway, all right, guys. Hopefully we'll check you out next week. Kissies on your dickies.
Oh, I gotta piss.
Right.